How's it going, everybody? I am Donut. As always, this is a Black Lives Matter, all cops are bastards, and trans rights supporting channel. If you're not supporting that shit, get the fuck off this channel. We are reading another 60s manga, Ashita no Joe, Fighting for Tomorrow, Tomorrow's Joe, whichever title you want to use. I mean, Ashita no Joe I might go with, but honestly I feel like Tomorrow's Joe is what I've heard way more often than even Ashita no Joe. So I always debate. It's always hard debating. For the series that are less popular, it doesn't really matter. For the series that are very popular, it does matter which one I go with, and it's hard to go with both. So I don't know. I might experiment with both, and we'll see. But either way, story by Asao Takamori and art by Tetsuya Chiba. Obviously, I've heard of the names in relation to this, but I don't know if I've heard them for other things. I should have looked into that. I have been looking into the artists a little bit more, but, you know, these guys, I feel like, you know, they're mostly known for this. So, it's weird because I typically don't start with someone's most popular work a lot of times, surprisingly enough. Or sometimes I do, and then I go back and, you know, check everything else out. But either way, this is a release. This is an official English release that has come out recently, in like 2024, I think 2025, around then. I don't know if it covers the whole thing. It's 3 like oversized books. Let's do a little scroll. Okay, this one's 574 pages. So typical volume, especially in the 60s, around like 190. So let's round up to like 200. So 200, 400, 600. So this is about 3 volumes. This is like an omnibus. This is about 3 volumes worth. So 3, 6, 9, 3 books. If they're all covering that, it'd be around 9 volumes. Let me see how many this had overall. This had 20 volumes overall, so I don't think that this release is covering everything, but it seems like it's only 3. There's not like a 4th one coming out or something. But, so we'll maybe switch over to scanlations at that point or something. I don't know. What do I know about this series? Skip ahead to here, I guess, if you know nothing. I rarely have ever done that, but I probably should start doing that more often. But either way, what do I know about the series? It's a boxing series. It is very popular with the, like, in the New Left movement in the 60s. I know that one of the Japanese New Left movement groups, one of the New Left armies, don't remember which one it was, but they did a little bit of an occupation of something, I believe, and they did like a whole, like, we are tomorrow, or we are tomorrow's Joe, or something like that, or just we are Joe. They wouldn't say we are Joe. They had some sort of reference to this, something like that. I know that, and just that, you know, this is very popular amongst that group, you know, amongst students during the whole student rebellion and going on both in Japan and the U.S. and everywhere, really. Around this exact time, specifically 1968, which is when this came out. And so that also, like, hit the zeitgeist perfectly. You know, all this is coming to a boiling point right in 1968 is when it's the boiling point. And that's when this comes out, which, you know, everybody attached to very quickly, which is very interesting. We've also read some Lupin on this channel from the 60s as well, and that was, you know, something that hit very hard in the zeitgeist for a different group of people, you know, for the more, like, mod group, for the more popular people, for the more hipster kind of people, versus this is the working man's manga, right? This is like the delinquents manga, maybe. You know, and, you know, like Cyborg 009 we've been reading, and that also has a little bit of the, like, this is a manga for the outcasts. Did it catch on in that way? I'm not sure. But, you know, it was definitely going for a similar sort of vibe. So, yeah, I think that's basically all I know. I don't really know anything else. It's a boxing manga. You know, that pretty much says it all, I think. He looks like he's on the run, maybe, either, like, you know, from home or maybe from, like, juvie, you know, with everything that's been going on around this time. He could be homeless or something, because he's got a bag with him, got a bindle. But yeah, that's it. That's all I know about. So I'll be trying to do these videos in, like, arcs, and there's no guarantee that I'm going to, like, definitely continue this. This is definitely, I'm checking out the series, so this video that you're watching is guaranteed, and that's it. If you want to see more, leave some comments to let me know that you want to see more of these reactions. Does that guarantee I'm going to do more? It depends on the amount of comments. So, we'll see. And it depends on how much I like it, of course. I'm not just going to do it just because people ask, but I highly doubt I'm not going to like it, but, you know. Just want to get that all out. No pressure on me. I got a lot going on, so let's get into this. So it is like a boxing bag he's carrying, actually. It says, like, champion on it. I mean, it just, you know, it is a boxing bag. But, alright, here's his face. Bit of a smile. Very sweet kind of guy. Oh, I guess I should say, actually, right. I think I saw, like, an episode of Megalobox back when that came out. That was an adaptation of Tomorrow's Joe, I Should Know Joe, I believe. But yeah, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that entirely. But I think I did see like an episode about that or something. Not that it should matter or anything like that, but I forgot to. Yeah, I am aware of that at least. Nice color image here. He's just got like a pure red shirt, pure red socks here. Is that a design there? I can't tell if it's. It might be a design. But yeah, very striking with the beige, and then he's got the color inside of his beige jacket, which definitely makes me think of the like old, like peasants weren't in Edo, Japan. Peasants weren't allowed to wear flashy colors because only like samurai made a rule they can only wear flashy colors. So instead, they would wear flashy colors secretly on the inside of their their clothing and everything like that. And that's what this kind of reminds me of. Very beige on the outside and everything like that. And also, this is a time in which everybody pretty much, just wore standard black or gray suit, black or gray dress pants, and like, normal white shirt and like normal black tie or whatever, or white tie, gray tie. And that's pretty much all, you wore, everywhere. And then James Bond was the thing that really broke that. James Bond, wearing blue suits and, different colored tie and stuff like that. Like, all that broke that stigma, and all these grown men were like, oh, I want to look like James Bond, and that's how we started getting blue suits. It's crazy that it's like that's where it's like to even get like blue suits, but then spreading out from there and spreading out from there and spreading out from there. Got some comfy ass shoes on though. That looks real nice, real comfy. And yeah, he's I would have expected somebody who was a little bit downturned, a little bit frowning, looking at like Cyborg 009. All our guys are depressed as shit all the damn time, and we're not really even that hopeful, honestly. I was gonna say that, but not really. Versus this guy seems full of hope, And I guess I'm just bringing up the two because the both main characters are named Joe, and they're both seemingly have a very similar backstory. But we got smokestacks in the background, city skyline. Meanwhile, he's up here on a mountain where it's still destroyed from the war. Still so much rebuilding that's been done, but so much that needs to be done as well. Ooh, just a couple color pages here. Nice. And he's gardening. Ooh, I like these colors. Yeah, not much to say about this one. Just a good image. I like it. I wonder when these were drawn. Like, are these added in from, like, later? Did they find these and these weren't, like, released anywhere? These were, like, in ads only, but then they found, like, the original versions, maybe? That'd be dope. Love when stuff does that. Ooh, okay. I wonder if this is actually from the manga or something. But got a signature there from the artist. But it's getting a first shot here of the art style, really. In terms of like the character design in the background, very interesting. This guy's got like a skeleton face, and his hair as well. His body is just looking like a real skeleton. But yeah, it's an interesting face. It's not too much to say though. And yeah, I feel like I've seen this art style enough, probably just from like color images of the volume covers or whatnot, just because this is probably one of the most recommended manga of all time. That I don't have a whole lot to like say exactly because it's not like hitting me like it normally would. But it's very clean, I'll say that. Like, extremely clean. Look at, we got the, like, squarish body of the 60s going on. And the head looking like, doesn't quite fit on the body there. But yeah, the art style is very clean. Ooh, and is, like, shirtless with a jacket gonna be, like, his main look? He's, like, shirtless there, shirtless with a jacket there, open jacket here. And, on the cover we can't quite see. It looks like he's got a shirt on over there. But, yeah. Okay, now, let's actually get into the manga itself. Opening up on the city, Tokyo. Megapolis of the Far East. In a quarter of this glittering city, there's a neighborhood where people end up, like detritus chased by the bitter wind. And so yeah, going through the like megapolis of Tokyo, but then right over here in the corner, Shantytown, into dusty eddies at the roadside, or the flotsam and faded driftwood that collect against the stagnant riverbank. Let me take you there. Ooh, very, like, epic introduction. You know, I would have expected us to just be right into it. I wonder if this was added later, or was this actually how the traditional manga started? Because whenever we're reading shit from the 60s, it's so hard for me to get the information on, like, were they the opening pages at the time, or were they added in later? Whether that be 10 years later, whether that be a year later for the volume release, whether it be 20, 30, 50 years later, who knows, you know. But always curious about that stuff, especially something like this, which feels so like it knows how epic this story's gonna be. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like how much, you know, this kind of backstory is, you know, what we're doing for a lot of characters in, you know, the late 60s now. You know, we had, we're reading also Boss of the Brats on the channel. Very slowly, but we're getting through it. Whereas, you know, there's only like one more arc that's even been translated at this point. Why am I bringing this up? Anyway, that as well, you know, Mankichi, the main character, same sort of thing, you know. Person who is maybe not like in this, like, you know, the shanty town of a city, but, you know, someone who grew up in a place where, you know, the rivers might look like this, you know what I mean? A place where, you know, it's extremely rural, and, you know, he is not someone of the city. He is not someone who is, who has things in life. You know, he has to work for everything in life, and that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. And I think I just, you know, I think I know that about the series based on all the type of people that like it. But yeah, that it's just nice seeing this become, you know, so represented in media around this time, so represented in manga. But yeah, let me take you there, because that's where this story begins. All these ramshackle buildings using stones to hold down their, you know, not tiles, but, you know, whatever that is made out of, whatever the roof is made out of. You know, it's very loose, they don't want it to go flying everywhere. This one's actually tiled. And yeah, that one's an actual business, so it looks a little bit better. You know, it's still run down, it's got cracks and everything, it's dirtied up and all that. And she's got a big old tin can outside. And yeah, wooden shutters and all that. But, you know, compared to the other places, not too bad, even compared to this business. And so yeah, that was Bath and Inns. 100 yen a night in a bar. Yeah, this is the bar here. So yeah, the bar is the one that's much more ramshackle. And yeah, all these got some metal, actually, like, you know, in there as well. But yeah, very tone setting. And here's our boy, Joe. Again, very clean art style. And yeah, from the color page, that little, like, gap right there in the line definitely is notable. That's, like, almost feels like a signature at this point. But yeah. This has such a vibe of, like, I don't know. It is already quite different from most of the stuff we read around this time. It's so cinematic. But, I mean, well, we've also talked about how a lot of 60s manga has been very cinematic. So let me actually clarify. What else do I mean by that? It's very cinematic while also being large, you know, not just being a bunch of small panels, you know, 9 on a page, whatever. And I don't know, the sound effects are, like, very chunky and easily readable. I can't quite put into words, but there's just something easy reading about it, maybe. So is he looking for something in particular, or is he just, you know, walking the streets aimlessly? I love this. Visual release is pretty good. You know, they could actually typeset these, but, you know, I'm fine with it. It's harder because it's annoying to be like, you know, have to go down and be like, okay, which one is that? But yeah, the other typesetting for the sound effects and everything for the speech bubbles, it's already really nice. I actually know this actually won some awards for, you know, for like translation. I'm not sure about translation or whatnot, but I think the typesetting did win an award. But yeah, it won some sort of English manga award is what I was looking for. He's messing with the cat. Meowza. Growl. Runs the building. Cute. Got everybody's attention. Yeah, pretty crummy part of town. Hey, they got a playground though. Everybody's got some patchwork clothes and everything. Yeah, at least there's a park. Not bad, not bad. Me, I love parks. Gotta have a park. Let's try this. Swing zone for size. I wonder how old he is. I'm guessing like 14, you know, typical. But yeah, this typesetting is so good. It's so slightly perfect. Like, you know, this I can tell it probably wasn't exactly like that in the Japanese, but it just looks better like this, you know. It's, as someone who does a lot of typesetting myself for scanlations that I do myself, this is, you know, exactly what I want. You know, the sound effects being matched exactly like this. This is exactly how I try and do all my sound effects. Exactly. Try and match it, but only really replace it if you can fully replace it. Like, you know, this is, you'd have to do some redrawing here, so don't replace it. No redrawing necessary here, replace it. You know, I mean, here as well, they didn't actually. I guess, actually, this, to be fair, is like speech. This is sound effect. That's the difference they're going with. But yeah, this is really nice to see, because this is exactly what I'm going for with my own typesetting, and nice to know that it's winning awards, because it feels so exactly my style. But tripped on a body, tripped on a homeless guy. He's got an eye patch, damn. Had a scar right down here. Oof, that's bad. Okay, so can't you find somewhere else to sleep? Jeez. I mean, to be fair, he is right on the steps. He is right on the steps. What's that, boy? You don't want to go around stepping on people by way of hello. Oh, yeah? You want to go, old man? Okay, so he's already a bit of a fighter, and he's in that, like, boxing, you know, stance. He doesn't feel like he's actually a boxer, but, you know, he's in that stance. He's in that stance. But I wouldn't go up against this guy. He looks dangerous. But okay. Hey, gang, something's going down. This whole group. It honestly reminds me of Hino Hideshi's, like, art style a little bit. Oh, boy. All the derelicts coming out to watch. Yeah, everybody wants to see the fights. Okay, damn, yeah, this turned into a big thing. Damn, this was a slight little you tripped over guy, and now this has turned into a huge, big old fight. He's got a fucking bottle. He's got a bottle. Appreciate there's no generic designs here. Every single person here has got a unique design. Every last one of them. Down here, a little bit more like just generic, you know, Japanese people, but like, you know, up here, you know, they've got like, this is the derelicts, these are the outcasts, people who don't just like, you know, all look the same. These are some crazy designs. But yeah, we're just kind of like circling each other. We're not really actually fighting right now. But yeah, shawty, this ain't a public exhibition. Get out of here. But whoops, look out. Oh my god, got him while he was trying to, you know, get the crowd off our back. You're a little stinker. Okay, shows that we're coming through. Oh? What is it? You got good bounce. Good bounce. How about it? Why don't we throw in together? Okay. What connections could you possibly have? You were just fucking sleeping on a step. Now, I'm not talking about housebreaking or pilfering or anything. You ever thought about being a prize fighter? You know, going pro? Ooh. Okay. Okay, be your coach. Yeah, so yeah, you don't have connections, you just want to coach us. So fast. I'll make you the best boxer in Japan. No, best in the world. So fast. Oh, these designs are crazy. And I do like the size of these panels. You know, they let it all breathe very well. And like the compositing in the panel also is doing a lot as well. Damn, he is giving him the fucking spiel, man. You got a big old car, huge house, swimming pool. There ain't no way. He is selling us on this so hard. Okay, yeah, it's like this every time you meet some young buck. Okay. What is this design? I love it. Oh, this one too. That's a great one. But yeah, poor bastard thinks that he can turn anyone into a champ. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he just does this to everybody. Give me a chance to show you what I can do with this body. I don't know, I want to see that. But okay, yeah, he ain't having it. He ain't having it. Off we go. It's no pipe dream. I believe in you. No, shut up. What do we throw at him? What is that? Some permissions. Okay, okay. Persimmons. I always say permissions. Persimmons. What a little stinker. And now he's the laughingstock. You gonna try and get revenge on us or something? Oh, okay, so this guy and his gang going to do something. Taro and his gang. Go easy, he ain't from around here. Okay, what are they gonna do to us? What are they gonna try and do to us? We're so happy-go-lucky, couldn't give a shit. But he knows they're following us. So is he gonna like try and lose them, or is he just going to what? Yeah, he's just gonna call him out. Hey, you got something you want to say? Got business with me? Come on and take care of it, like the men you are. See what your balls are made of. No, let's see what you're made of. Let's see what your balls are made of. All right. And is he what? Taro, is that like potato or something? His face is very. I was gonna say tomato-like, but all right. Calls him out. Damn, he's got a lot. Damn, they went under the floorboards. Well, I gotta say, this is quite the turnout. And what do you think you're gonna do with your little toys? I mean, I think they can take you this many people. You're just a man. No time for talk, eh? You know, think we're about to have some fun. Maybe you could be the best fighter in the world then, if you can take on all these guys. Ooh, we got an actual song here. The Wind is Crying by the Spiders. Ooh, the wind is crying in the sky. Let me look it up. I'll put it on in the background. He's just gonna sing the song during the fight too? Oh, perfect, perfect. Oh, what a great start to be able to listen to it while we're reading too, setting us in the time period with the music as well. Incredible. But yeah, they're not coming in. They're not encroaching. Trying to stall till I catch a cold out here, make your job easier. Shit, cracking jokes like he's not even scared. And yeah, he did lay out the old man with a single kick. You better believe we're gonna knock that song right out of his mouth. Just you wait. We're gonna rush you, clean you out, and toss you in the gutter to freeze. Like I was saying, whatever you're gonna do, think you can step in on it or step on it? Still gotta find a place to crash tonight. Oh, they're gonna dump trash all over him. And I could do with a bite to eat. Oh, the composition's so good. And I love these, like, cutting in, panels. Marvel's been doing that a lot, too, and, like, 1968, 1969 as well. But, okay, he didn't see that coming. Oh, no, he did see it coming! Come on, you can do better than that! Oh, my God. Kicks it on Taro. Hell yeah. Oh, and the big guy, he's back as well. He is limping. He's having to use his cane. Damn. He's just drinking still while trying to find us. Been a while since we had a good show. What's he talking about? This is my royal box. What? Okay, Sonny, show me what you're made of. Consider it an honor to have Danpei Tange watch you take the count. So, okay, he's just here to watch, I see. And, okay, that's my royal boxes, and, like, that's my box seat for a match. Okay, I see. That's why I was, like, telling him to get off and everything. Oh, he was already on the roof here. Okay. Now I get it. But, okay, wrote the name down. Danpei Tange. But, he knows that name? Where have I heard that name before? Okay, he knows it, but he doesn't know exactly where. Alright, Tara's coming at him with just a big old 2x4. Oopsie daisy, kicked her. No, not kicked him, but tripped him. And now, karate chop to the head. Great sound effects there. Both, I love the sound effect and little stars next to it too. How sharp it is. Like the bluntness, the sharpness. Oh, didn't let him fall on his face though. No, we're not done yet. Oh my god, no. Torment. Slap. Punch to the stomach, punch to the face, double overhand, to the back of the head, and then kicked right back up, teeters around. Ain't done. Okay, we're done now. Holy shit. we beat the absolute fucking tar out of him. And I was gonna say, the one thing I was like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be that into the, you know, actual, like, boxing, just because, like, the action in the 60s looks terrible in manga. There's almost no manga where it looks good at all. But damn, this actually is some very good action. The sound effects go a long way. The sound effects are so plump and readable. I don't know how else to put it than that. They're chunky. They are big and chunky and readable. And the like the art direction is so good. The composition of each panel is so clear. And that's something I cannot say about most manga this time. It's so clear what's going on. God damn. So happy. So happy. Well, who's next? Hey, I'm asking who wants to be next! You can come and get me now! Yeah, ain't nobody wants to go do it now. Yeah, all acts so tough, it turns out nothing but a bunch of scared little wimps. I think I'm done here. See you later. But, what was that? Oh, little girl, very, very little girl, 3-year-old girl, being stolen by a bunch of Yakuza guys, maybe. I don't even know if that would be the case. But yeah, just some... Who knows what's going on here? The way they're dressed. Cry all you want, but you won't get away with it this time. What's this about? What's all this about? Oh, it's the Onihime gang. The Onihime's got Sachi. What do you think she did? What the hell is all this about? But yeah, they're all three dressed so differently. I mean, I guess they are, like, you know, as they said, like, you know, it's a gang as well, but not like on the level of Yakuza or anything like that. So, this guy's got like a shaved head except for the front of it. But okay, I just helped myself to a little ode and just one skewer. Okay, I see. You grabbed all the cash and ran. No, it's just the food, I swear. You have to believe me. I wonder, you know, I would assume normally that it was just the skewer, but it's being a manga. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to assume that she is telling the truth. I don't know. She's going to, you know, either way, I don't care. But, but okay, yeah. Taking her to go to her dad, to get her dad to, like, pay for it or whatnot, get her in trouble for that. Okay. Then never mind. Maybe she did steal the money then. You know, this seemed like they were, like, kidnapping her or something, but no, that's not the case. Seems like the Onihime gang's got a lot of time on their hands. 3 grown men chasing after one little girl. What are you, the Crane's retinue? Oh my god, and as Danpei is coming down the ladder, this motherfucker slips the ladder out from under him, makes him fall, and makes him lose his drink. Now you're in for it. Now you're in for it. But yeah, there ain't no fair about it. Now we're gonna hit you while you're in the gutter. What assholes. But I mean, to be fair, Joe did the same thing. Yeah, just whipping him over and over again while he's down. But yeah, they got a bad opinion of him. And he's telling him to stop, but he ain't not stopping. Yeah, I do appreciate how much people are not just like one hitting down in the series. They are getting the tar hitting out of them. They are getting beat to hell and back. But oh, didn't you hear? Boss said to stop. Should clean out your ears. Drop it. But okay, we'll twist his arm. People got no pity, huh? Maybe you need someone to give you a taste of your own medicine. We're going to do a fight with these guys now, too? Maybe that's going to get us more involved. There we go. Get the name drop. I'm Joe. Joe Yabuki. Punches him straight in the chin. Okay, yeah. Keep going in. Boom, 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 boom. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Even they're flinching. Even the little girl's like, oh! Alright, laid him out to waste. Well, I blinked and I missed it. And once again, crawling out of the gutter, Joe Yabuki. He has it. What I've been searching for all these years. Those fierce blows, that killer snap. Damn. Did he, like, pick him back up, or are we just, like, flashing back to, you know, what he was doing? No, yeah, we did pick him back up and throw him back at him. I love how much we actually punch people in the series already. Always the spineless ones who throw their weight around. Oh, you should probably get your friend to a doctor. Wouldn't be surprised if he has a broken rib or 3. See you around, suckers! This gang is worthless. Ooh, big, nice 2-page spread. Very, like, well laid out. Oh my god, I can see why this manga did insanely well. From the get-go, it's fucking so modern. And once again, the wind is crying in the sky. And yep, we did break his ribs. Yeah, we did. Oh my god, look at the amount of people too. Like, holy shit. The effort put into this chapter is incredible. Whew. My god. But okay, no, he's on to piss off. Get out of here. No. You ain't tagging along with us. Oh, I ain't drunk, not anymore. You got sobered up via the fight. Isaiah, you opened my eyes. Saw my magnificent punches and I sobered right up. Listen, kid. Yeah, sobered up, fat chance. Oh, and the little girl. Hello. If it isn't the little Odin thief, what are you still doing here? Thief? Run along home. Yeah, didn't I hear your dad's down with palsy? What? Just messing with her. What? You look, you got something to say. Did you go to the party? Making her super embarrassed at that age. You gonna throw her sandal at us? And your only mistake was not going after the whole stall. Take more than one skewer next time. Gotta go big or go home, you know? Big is good and sweet is better. This is a play on an advertisement for a chocolate bar, popular time. Oh, cool. And yep, throws the sandal at him. Hey, who did that? Who did that? Was it you, Odin thief? What'd you go into that for? What do you mean, what for? First you call me a thief, then you say I need to go potty. How rude can you get? I'm a lady. You should treat me like one. A lady, huh? My mistake. How silly of me. Forgive me, please. Okay, immediately turned it around. Oh, I mean, I wasn't expecting you to say sorry or anything. Seriously, though, you should go use the bathroom before it's too late. Don't want to make your poor sick dad wash your diaper. You jerk, you big jerk. See you, diaper girl. And everybody's laughing at one, too. Oh, boy. Made her cry, but, or just teasing. I love the vibe. Love the vibe so much. Not going to translate any of these? Why are we not translating any of these? Okay, we just went into an inn and we're just like, anywhere, dirt floor, shed, I'll take whatever you can give me. And he's like, alright, take whatever. Floor, stairs, whatever you want. As long as you pay 30 yen for the dirt floor, 50 for the shed. Cost 70 for the hallway. No freebies. Motherfucker. Yeah, okay, folks around here with no money sleep in the park or under the bridge. Want a roof over your head, you work your ass off for it during the day. Alright. Yeah. See ya never, you greedy bastard. Yeah, charging to crash on a dirt floor. What a fucking cheapskate. But alright, yeah, trying other ends as well, but they ain't letting us. And we try and get a job from them, but they won't even allow that. Absolute fucking assholes. Damn it, I thought people in this part of town were supposed to be the salt of the earth. So what's all this about? They're meaner than hell. And he's still following us. Yeah, we're in a tight spot. But yeah, dressed like that, they ain't gonna take you in anywhere. Yeah, thing is, you don't look down and you're like, no, I don't think that's it at all. I didn't think that was the direction he was going in. With a nice coat like that, why should anyone believe you got no money? Best you can hope for is you get thrown out in your ear. Pull on your coat if you want a bed. Maybe you'd rather sell? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I ain't going where I'm not welcome. It'll be the park for me. But don't be a fool, you'll freeze to death. Even the sewers are frozen solid. Oh, it's like middle of winter or something. Expect you're young enough to think a night or two outside won't hurt, but it's not worth it. It takes a toll, let me tell you. Body like yours, you gotta take care of it. I'm begging you. Yeah, that cold will... It'll have a lot of lasting consequences. But yeah, still wants to take an interest in us. Now that boxing business again, you're obsessed. Ain't no point in trying to look mean with a face like a baby bird. Now we got him embarrassed. Now me, I'm the kind of guy who'll follow you to hell and back once I've set my sights on you. Damn. Okay, I imagine he's going to be a pretty main character then. Suit yourself, then. But alright, we got a follower now. Follower and perhaps a coach. But okay, so we got a nice fire going here with some other people. But Joe doesn't want to intrude. Just over here, away from the fire, away from the heat and the cold. Now he hates drinkers, huh? Thinks he's better than us. Forget it, old man. Leave the stubborn mule alone. But I don't know. Does he hate drinkers? It kind of seemed like it based on how he was reacting to this guy, but... Mustn't let the shoulders get cold. Don't you know a boxer's body is his most prized possession? Oh yeah, boxing on the brain as always. You're a happy man, Pug. Okay, so Pug was his actual, like, nickname as well? I'll put /Pug. But yeah, you're playing right into his hands. Ignore him. He'll be begging us to let him sit by the fire once the cold gets to his bones. But yeah, that kid will be the death of me. Okay, yeah. Where have you heard that name before? Danpei Tungay. Long time back. Wasn't there a boxer by that name? Not a good one, mind ya. Look at that. Made him blush. Because that means it really was you. Must be something all that boxing talk. Turns out you're a washed up wannabe still pointlessly chasing your old dreams. Yeah, not quite as good as we thought it was. Yeah, it's below the belt, kid. Now, hold on, old man. If you have something to say to me, save it for another day and hightail it out of here. What? Oh, okay, I see. It's the Onihime gang. We're surrounded. Yeah, they want to pay us back for this afternoon. God, I love the shading here. God, yeah, the lighting is so good. What a great artist right already, off the bat, immediately. So good. So good. And yeah, I love his, like, nose shape. It is very Baby Bird. And of course, yeah, these three just trying to sneak out of there. They don't want any part of this at all. But yeah, you know what these guys are capable of. Let's scram. I mean, yeah, they probably got weapons. They're probably, you know, looking to cut off our fingers and stuff. And once again, he's just going to take them all on. Yeah, this whole army of adult gangsters. Alright, so one guy at a time, though. Send big old Ryu out after him. Joe, look at the size of him. Stay back, old man. Don't want you getting hurt. Hurt? What do you take me for? Show no respect. Now, this is no time to act tough. Elderly should stay out of the way. Alright, push him back. Push his cane out of his hand, too. Here he comes. God, what a good panel. The action in the 60s looks so shit. I've seen nothing with this level of actual, you know, good proportions, good action. I've been reading every Marvel comic from the 60s. Nothing comes close in that either. This is a league of its own. By far. Like, truly by far. And yeah, it's so clear. So clear. I'm gonna get spoiled. I'm gonna get spoiled on this insanely good art. But I'm glad we're finally reading a good fighting manga. Finally. Hell yeah. He is taking them all on. He is so good. You know, normally you start off with the main character being pretty rough, being pretty bad, and they slowly work their way up. But he, right off the bat, is such an insanely good fighter. And the people getting hit panels look so good as well. I'm not going to stop talking about it. It's so good, especially for the time, but it's also just good in general. Even just tons of actual, you know, modern fighting series I've read don't have art this good. Yeah, we were not joking. We'll take them all on. Did you see that? Look at his swing, his bounce, his footwork, everything. He is like a professional right out the get-go. And now he's joining them too, just tossing around, kicking them. It's a dream come true. I've waited so many years for a fighter like this. Yeah, you're my one and only treasure, Joe. There, right hook, then a left uppercut. Idiot, don't use your feet. Your straight right is more than a match for them. Put your weight into it. And yeah, great show he's putting on. Feeling a little starstruck myself. Mr. Tungay, was it? What would you think about letting the Onihimes look after that young man? They gonna, like, pay him a ton to do that or something? Yeah, give him to me. I'll make him a full-fledged member of the Onihime gang. But yeah, it ain't happening. But it depends on how much he offers to pay, though. But I want to believe in Pug. Okay, yeah. But if you're not gonna let us have him, then it's knife time, baby. So, Joe, how are you gonna handle knives? Okay, they're just going after Dongay, actually. They're just going after him. Danpei, rather. Not Dongay. Danpei. But yeah, don't hurt him with a knife. This man's my treasure. Get back, old man. I'll take care of this. You idiot, stay behind me. If they come at you with your fists, your injuries will heal up fine, but a knife can be fatal. And yeah, believe me, that's exactly what I have in mind. Don't sweat it, old man. If you're so scared of knives, then get out of here. He's so damn confident. But okay. You don't. Time to learn your place, kid. Alright, now he's beating him up. Alright, and putting his whole body over him. Yeah, alright, you ain't laying a finger on him while I'm alive and kicking. Hell yeah. Love this guy. Yeah, beat him to a pulp, peel him off the kid. Come on, Danpei. Hold in there. Sticking to him like glue. This guy's good. Okay, and now the police come. That's all we needed. Alright, everybody split. You got lucky this time. Kicked him right in the head. Ugh. Police are gonna come seeing us in a heap. Yep, and we got locked up, of course. Yeah, they jumped us, but we got locked up. That's the fucking cops, alright. Ugh. I guess there was probably plenty of bodies still left there. You know, not everybody got up and ran away. I mean, we're not seeing any other bodies, but assumingly, based on what they're saying, like, they may be gangsters, but they got the worst of it. So, yeah, there was a bunch of other bodies laying around. But I doubt they got worse than what fucking he got, but I don't know. Also, Joe's pretty brutal. That's true. Being stuck in a cell is better than sleeping in that park anyway. Yeah, as long as it's just for a night, you know. You're not actually, like, under arrest. They're just sort of... I mean, I don't know. I guess you are under arrest if they're keeping you here, but it's only for a day. Damn, thought he might die there for a minute. I mean, you got kicked in the head, dude. But yeah, why would you risk your life to protect me? Huh, not strangers anymore. You're all I'm living for now. I'm a sucker for your punch. I'm a fool for that animal look in your eyes. I'd do anything to coach. Cut it out! How many times have I told you already? Got no interest in boxing. Leave me alone. But I will say, you landed a few good ones on me. Still got it, huh, you old pug? Well, we're in here. Why don't you tell me some flashy stories from your glory days in the ring? Oh, he's crying. But silence. Well, it's hardly a badge of honor, but you might be looking at the unluckiest man there is. Like you say, I used to be a boxer. In my last bout, right when I finally had my shot at the national title, got my eye busted and had to retire. Of course. Managed to open up my own little gym, but... And, he fell asleep. Okay, no. He was just closing his eyes, but he's listening. Oh, I like that a lot. You know, it's something I do plenty. When someone's telling a story, I just close my eyes and sort of listen along. But yeah, I ain't sleeping. I'm still listening. I've never seen that in a manga. It's so sweet. But yeah, sure I am. You open a gym, and then what? Well, almost as soon as I put it together, it all fell apart. And then, yeah, flashing back to it. Oh, this is cool. I'm glad we're getting this so early. I was expecting it to take a little bit, but... But, like, he's being a little bit too aggressive with his guy, maybe. Messes up. He gets too hurt or something. But, yeah, this is rough. Yeah, I mean, I get it. You know, he's trying to run a show here. I get it, but... And this is even on TV and everything. But, okay, his guy lost, and he just forced him out. Yeah, real jackass. Real piece of shit. And, of course, that guy won. But yeah, I'd like you to stop it, coach. I said you gotta stop with the screaming and shouting and push me around. I'm not a punching bag, in case you hadn't noticed. My girl watches my fights on TV. How do you think it looks? Yeah. You big palooka! You think I do all that for fun? It's because you don't take this seriously. You big palooka. But yeah, it was the final round. Clearly you're behind on points. You know only a KO will get the win, so why hang back? You basically throw in the match. So if I go on the attack, so does my opponent. And if he gets the KO instead, I look much worse than I would losing on points. I see. But yeah. Is that also for your girlfriend watching at home? Yeah, so I kind of get his point, you know? This guy doesn't actually care about it. He cares about looking good more than he cares about being good. Only started boxing because I wanted to be on TV. Sorry if that disappoints you, coach. Damn, that is pretty disappointing. What's it all come to? People don't care how things look. Talking like you're some kind of celebrity. Yeah, the whole idea of, like, you know, you know, you're only a good boxer if you're starving. You're only a good boxer if you gotta defeat your opponent if you want to eat another day. Desperation to survive by the law of the square jungle. Yeah, I'm sure you're about to tell me that was you all those years ago. But you starved and scraped, and what did it get you? Aside from a bum eye and a torn up face, I mean. But he's got that pride, that boxer pride. It's what I love so much about boxing, you know? There's not a lot of, you know, good to it, you know? It's only going to come out like bad. A lot of sports are like that, you know? You could win some big money, but, you know, for a lot of sports, even if you're really good, you're still going to be struggling desperately to get by. But, yeah, student can take on the master now. All washed up. Plenty tough when it's an oldster like me, huh? And nose gushing. This eye throws off my attack and defense. Otherwise, a whippersnapper like you would be. Yeah, he's got no depth perception now. He's so short as well now after all these years. And I already have an offer from a major gym where they use modern scientific methods. Left all alone. Even with a fighter like that, I'd racked up a mountain of debt to get into that stage. Once I sold the shack that housed my little gym, I was all my own. A one-eyed loser, too in love with boxing to have found time for a wife and kids. Out on the street like a stray dog. It's a tale as old as time. So I looked around for a place where a guy like me would fit in, and I ended up here on Skid Row. Damn. But mark my words, I don't plan on being a loser forever. But Joe, he's already asleep. He actually did fall asleep during that story. I mean, it was a pretty somber story. But yeah, maybe good they didn't hear the full embarrassing side of your story. But, you know, at the same time, I would have wanted him to. But okay, Taro and the gang, walking through the streets. Got the little udon thief there as well. Some drunkards. People going about doing their business. And yeah, she's just standing here, taking in the sun like some kind of senior citizen. We're headed to the pachinko parlor on Main. Taro found 18 balls in his dad's pocket. We're gonna win big. Oh, cool. Wanna come? If you hit the jackpot, do I get a share too? Sure thing, let's go. Okay, cool. Recruiter. I love a kid gang where everybody's just of like various different ages all throughout. So fun. Yeah, 18 balls wouldn't be enough for most people to get anywhere near a prize, but Taro is a real expert. He raked in 200 yen the other day from some balls he found on the hot ground outside. He's got skills. And yeah, so Taro, you healed up from that fight the other day? Yeah, mostly. Still aches sometimes, though. Okay. Yeah, they're asking about us. Oh, we got locked up by the police. Police, that's old news. I went to the station and asked them myself. Oh, you did, huh? Someone's pretty interested. Oh, I mean, I love that she's doing this thing. Oh, isn't that Toad? Oh, Toad's got some chocolate or something. What's with him? Huh? What do you mean? Well, someone's acting a little suspicious, wouldn't you say? What are you hiding there? Show us, Toad. Give it up. Okay, yee, uncle. Okay, yeah, it's got a lot of sweets. A lot of sweets and some octopus. Okay, it's chewy squid and seaweed, so it's candy as well. But okay, yeah, so he just stole from the candy store? No, he paid for all of it. Joe did. I'm not lying. Joe? Where did Joe get the money? But he built himself a place under the Furai Bridge. He's rolling in it now, living it up all day. What the hell happened? What? How much of a time skip has it been? Like a couple days, I assume. He buys me something every time I visit. That Joe's a real generous guy. Oof, pretty bad place. But it's something. It's something, all right. But okay, yeah, there he is. And he's with old Dompe. What are they doing? Yeah, they're training. Okay. Wonder where he's getting his money, though. But yeah, cool. Little bit of a time jump. We actually are training. He's letting us coach him now. Hell yeah. God, love this page. Love, you know, it's hard to describe, but just like, the grass is really well drawn. The tree is really well drawn. The, not like perspective, but just like, you know, getting to see, you know, everything, you know, the ramshackle house, the kids, the bridge, the, you know, us boxing down here. It's, you know, if you're just checking this out and you haven't seen any of my other 60s reactions, it probably isn't standing out too crazily for you. But having read tons of other stuff in the 60s, this is majorly standout. It's hard to get across the small stuff like this, but just, you know, a lot of effort goes into a page like this. A lot of effort. Whew. Really appreciate it. Even just stuff like him sliding down the hill, you know, the difference of everybody. It's not just like a straight file line. It just, my God, what an immediate, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? A prodigy. You know, feels like an absolute prodigy kind of guy. You know, I'm curious how much, like, you know, he's done before this, but even still, we've seen a lot of people who have been doing hundreds of manga, you know, before their big hit, and it's still not this good looking. This guy is prodigy for sure. But I mean, this also is definitely a, like, you know, artist manga or author artist duo, and those are always, you know, tend to have a lot better art because the artist can only focus on the art. But we've read some other ones like that, and they still pale in comparison. Yeah, looks like boxing practice to me. Now we got a whole crowd watching us. But he's doing it all wrong. What is it? Don't just punch with your arms. You gotta twist your hips. Smack him with the butt. Oh, yeah, we got a crowd ready to watch. What do you mean twist my hips? Like this? I love his personality. I love Joe's personality so much. From the times where he gets mad to the times where he gets happy. I love this kid so much. Listen, when I say use your hips, this is what I'm talking about. Hold the bag steady. First bend your knees, get low and use them like a spring, and then whoo, you punch not just with your arm, but you bring your hip with it too. Bring that hip with it too. See that? Twist your hips and concentrate all your power behind that fist. It's all in the timing. Sure, whatever, man, but man, did I feel that? Yeah, punch him through the bag, basically. Yeah, okay. First, bend your knees, use them like a spring. Can't you do a little snassier? You look like you're on the can. And now, whoa, with the hips, let's see this punch. Bam! And punch straight through it. All the sand. And yeah, oh, no. Yeah, this is like, in a, you know, any other boxing story, this is a like, haha, damn, that's a cool ass punch. And this one, it's like, motherfucker, we gotta remake this whole thing. We gotta put all the sand back in this. We gotta restitch this back up. We've gotta probably just get another one entirely. This one's done for. We gotta get a stronger one. But yeah. You little punks, get! Love the vibe of this so much. So lighthearted and like, you know, despite the fact that this is just truly reminding me so much of Boss of the Brats. I love that, like, both of them came out the exact same year. If you haven't checked it out yet, you gotta check out Boss of the Brats reaction. Definitely give me such similar vibes. I love a good Happy Delinquent series. Yeah, a whole night of sewing down the drain. Guess I didn't know my own strength. Don't let it go to your head. Time for some mitt work. Okay, cool. He's got some mitts as well. Sewed those up as well. But all right. Some good mitt work. Good. But, oop! Punch him in the face. Yep. Oh! Oops, did it again. He keeps doing this. Splashing water in his face. Come on, get up. I said, wake up, old man. That's the 5 o'clock siren. Oh, man. He's been out for a bit. Okay, so he does have some work. He's got some work at the factory. He uses to sell blood for booze money and drink all day long. Damn. I mean, selling your blood's a good way to get some cash just for a little bit here and there. And anyway, that siren was from a police car or an ambulance or something. Shh, okay. Wasn't actually the 5 o'clock bell. Alright, he's building a highway. That's what his job is. But, alright, I need some more money like we agreed. Again, how much? Well, the more the merrier, of course. Don't waste it. 100 yen. Yeah, that won't go far enough to waste. Maybe this contract isn't worth it after all. Hey, I'm dead serious, you know. Alright, fine. Here's another 500. Don't waste it, yeah. The sooner we save up some dough, the sooner we can build our gym. Okay, see you later. Remember your homework. Run to the gas tanks and back with 3,000 reps with the jump rope. Jesus Christ. Follow that with ab work and some bob and weave drills. Man, we got some chuckles out of you, I noticed. I love him. I love his dialogue. It's so different from every other character I've ever read. But yeah, you, Tara, wasn't it? Let's talk. You here to pay me back for the other day, right? Tell the truth. No? Well, I'm spoiling for a fight. All that training has me bored to death. Oh, wait, I just wanted to take a peek. Oh, so what you're saying is you come in peace. In fact, you look up to me, isn't that right? Look up to you? I wouldn't go that far. The rest of your little pals are already wrapped around my finger, so that's fine, that's fine. From now on, you're all with me. Let's go. Okay, yeah, recruited them all as his gang. Insane. Yeah, not that I'm complaining, but that guy really don't care what anyone else thinks, huh? Where the heck's he taking us anyway? Out to eat with that 600 yen, I bet. I don't know about that. Hey, Joe, can I ask you a thing or two? Oh, you want an interview? So full of himself. Oh, well. And she does it interview style. But yeah, I love how full of himself he has got. Such a huge ego in such a perfect way. I mean, truly, I don't know if I've seen a character like this aside from, like, Luffy in One Piece. I feel like that's, like, the closest I've ever seen. And I've always been looking for another character like Luffy, but none of them ever really come close. There's tons and tons and tons of mangaka and manga who want to have a character like Luffy, and on the surface level, they would be like, yeah, my character's just like Luffy, but not really. You know, it's missing the subtle details. But Joe definitely is exactly that same sort of way. Maybe even a little bit more pompous. So, okay, question 1. What made you change your mind about boxing? You were so against it, but now you're all serious about training. I never had anything against boxing. I just didn't see the point. Don't get me wrong, though. I still don't really care. It's just a way of securing a regular income. A regular income? You bet. Seems it's old Danpei's dream to teach me to box. He offered to support me if I let him be my coach. It's a sweet deal, and it comes with pocket money. Wow. Yeah, it's just a way to make money right now. But that's exactly what Danpei wants. Someone who is boxing in order to get their next meal. So I said yes. Now Danpei works all night to bring home the bacon. And I get 3 square meals a day as long as I make it look like I'm training. And that's how I became a man of leisure. Yeah, but you're still training your ass off. Make it look like I'm training. You are training. Oh, I love to see that. I love that we're going to work our way up to actually like boxing, though. And yeah, Joe seems to know a trick or two. He's worse than us. So, what's your next question, Miss Diaper Baby Odin Thief? Got so mad again. You did that on purpose. You're a mean man, Joe. Quit dawdling. Time to make a little money the easy way. By cheating. To the pachinko parlor. Alright, 600 yen's worth. Hand some out to the kiddies, will ya? Oh, of course. I love there's either no laws or regulations on the kids being allowed to play pachinko, or this is just so run down to a place they don't give a shit. But yeah, so they've like snuck in here and tried to do it before and gotten away with it. But because he's just walking in here like he owns the place, that's what makes it so weird. And damn, these aisles are tight. But alright, he just gave some to the kids like we were supposed to be cheating or whatnot, but he's just letting all the kids do some pachinko on their own, see if they want to win anything. And yep, everybody's already out. Everybody with Taro. Hey, you guys better come quick! Wowee, look at that! How the hell did he get all that? How the hell? I wonder how he cheated. I have no idea. I don't know. We get no explanation. He just cheated. However the hell he did it, I don't know. But we got a hell of a lot of prizes. Woo! So many. Just like straight up food, it seems. We just got food. Alright, what kind of punch we have next? Okay, then back. I was going to say, like, a pickaxe and mining. But no, yeah. Back to Danpei Tange doing his hard work, his fucking laborious job to make us money. But he's got a dream now. It's a win-win because, he's got a dream, He's not just, like, selling his blood for booze and sleeping in the cold, This is good for him. This is good for him as well. But yeah, must be fucking exhausting. I mean, you talk about selling your body. Construction is probably the most selling your body job in the world. You are truly, it is, it's terrible. It's terrible. I don't think there's any profession that is, like, worse off than construction. The amount of, like, non-regulations we have on it and, like, how much, torture you can get away with as the foreman and everything like that. It is brutal. It has got to be the most, you're literally just selling your body. I don't think it really is any different from, like, selling your organs or selling your blood. I'm saying, like, it's better than selling his blood just because he's getting more money. But, like, it's really no different from selling your blood, selling your organs. But alright, he comes home to his house under the bridge. And, yeah, that loafer, where has he disappeared to now? According to the training schedule I drew up, he should be jumping rope by now. But nope, he's off having fun with the kids. But okay, go inside and we got lots and lots and lots of food. Chocolate, bubblegum soap. We got goldfish here as well. We got canned fruits as well. That's really nice. Canned fruits can go a long way. And we got a lot of jarred stuff, so hopefully some vegetables as well. But where the hell did he get all this fucking food? But no, yeah, stealing it all. The cops, that'd be real bad. But yeah, hello? Trying to cover it all up so the cops don't see. Yep, it's the police! Looking for a young man named Joe Yabuki. Oh no. Oh my god. Wait, time out, go away! That kid doesn't know anything, I swear! This must be some kind of mistake. It was a little slip. What's got you so worked up? Is he in trouble? No, not at all. Nothing of the sort. Good. I just wanted to stop by before he did anything, give you a friendly warning. You know, just have a little word. Truth is, Mr. Tonge, that boy you're taking under your wing, was he like, you know, he's got a record, essentially. And then, big sneeze. Oh, I can't hardly talk out here in the cold. Mind if I come in? Into our house? You want into that place? No. Yeah, you shouldn't. But yeah, it's infested with fleas and ticks and roaches. Highly insalubrious. I'll stay over here then. Can you hear me okay? Yes, indeedy, sir. Sorry about this. And I'm behind the tree. Now then, this Joe, he's been a mighty bad reputation around here. Can you hear me? Yes, sir. So when you say bad reputation, is that because of something he did? Something, more like everything. Maybe you aren't aware of this, but he walked the local streets with a passel of young troublemakers in tow. If it's a one-way street, they'll string a rope across the end and demand some kind of toll from any upscale-looking vehicles that want to pass. So, okay, he's already been up to no good. It's been a day since he's got in the shop. I'm so unclear on the time frame. And he's getting some cigarettes out. And that's not even the worst of it. When the night market was out with the goldfish stall, yeah, he stole a goldfish. Okay, they brought their own scoops made of cloth instead of paper, made out with a few buckets full of goldfish. Okay, I see. Never mind. But yeah, so it's the whole like goldfish scooping thing, where it's a little paper thing that breaks, but they got cloth instead. And then they sold them off for practically nothing right there in front of the poor goldfish man. Not to mention they brought their own custom rods. And next thing you know, the yo-yo balloon stall's gone under. It's all too much. So yeah, they're just fucking over all the carnies of the festival. And yeah, then fleecing the new pachinko parlor. How'd he do it though? How'd he do it? Oh my god. And he keeps going, yeah, can you hear me okay? Uh-huh. I said, can you hear me? I said, uh-huh. How many times? I've been saying it over and over again. But now, I don't like your tone. I may just be a beat cop, but I'm still an officer of the law. Oh, I heard you loud and clear. Yes, I did. Please, sir, have mercy. Alright, where was I? This motherfucker. Okay, I see. So Joe took off the glass cover from the machine. That's how he wanted the pachinko. Okay. But yeah, that's fraud, criminal. Anyway, point is, we've been getting complaints from all over. This keeps on, be forced to take action, and he throws a cigarette butt in the fucking river, asshole. All the local business folk are quaking in their boots, looking over their shoulders, expecting him to turn up and terrorize them any minutes. Suggest you have a good long talk with him before he comes back. Tell him to knock off the funny business. Oh, I will. You can count on it. Alright, off he goes. Yeah, Joe, where are you, you stinking crumb bum? Joe, just wait till you get back. Here I am working myself to the bone, making sure you want for nothing, you worthless little ingrate. And now, alright, got the kids. What are they doing now? Gather round! We have here the biggest bargains this side of the Milky Way. From essentials to little luxuries. Now, stock is limited, but I'll give any department store a run for its money on selection. All priced at half what you'd pay anywhere else. Don't miss out. And okay, so yeah, selling off just tons and tons of shit. Alcohol, food, rugs, whatever, you name it, they got it. I mean, moments like this is where you can buy some of the best shit you're ever going to find in your life. Truly. Never miss up a chance for a little homeless man auction. They're fantastic. Filled with goodies. But yeah, so essentially, we essentially stole all this stuff. Essentially, we got all this shit for free. So no matter how cheap we sell it, we're making money. So we can sell it for super, super cheap. Now, hopefully those cookies are actually in there. Oh, also, to be fair, this is one of our kids doing this. This is one of our kids, you know, doing this that way. It makes everybody else go like, oh, wow. You know, that kid got such a good purchase. He got all those cookies for just 30 yen, and he's so happy with it. Maybe I should buy something. He's such a good salesman. Can you believe it? That young man didn't hang back like all y'all folks. He knew exactly what to do with his pocket money. Our young people have an eye for value and the good sense to grab an opportunity when they see one. I must say, the future of the Japanese economy is looking bright. And he immediately comes right back. So, what'd you think? How'd I do? You idiot, not yet. What a con. Damn it. Oh, but yeah, still, cheap is cheap. I'll take 3 of those cans. Alright. And I'll have a dozen chocolate bars. Alright, I like it. They know it's a scam, but they're still doing it. But yeah, and this is a good time where, you know, everybody doesn't have a lot of money. No, you know, this is the 60s. Nobody's got a lot of money. And, you know, you need these essentials. So, get them while you can. But damn, we're going to sell out of everything. Okay, and the police are coming. Pigs at 3 o'clock! Time to skedaddle! Grab the goods and go! But yeah, wait, give me that already paid. Shut it, we'll be back later. Coming through. Don't blame me if they nab you. You're gonna get in trouble for this? I mean, I guess, yeah, it is illegal and some of that, but thankfully I've never had the police come up while I've been buying stuff from a place like this or from a person like this. And take that egg bomb! Hell yeah, egg the cops. Fuck those coppers. Slimed! That was some big eggs, apparently. Oh, I added some natto for good measure. Okay, so they're all stuck up. Suck it, pigs! I love this manga so much! Oh my god. Okay, what the hell? Oh, we're just dumping our shit? Or no, that's just the waves splashing up against the wall. What are we doing all this for? Yeah, we're in business, turning in honest profits. Honest. I get the business part, but what's the money even for? I assume it's to build up the boxing gym or something. You wouldn't assume so, but I think that's gonna be like the twist that's actually what he cares about. Okay, he was just doing like, what's the money even for? Heh, but he's not saying it. He's not saying why. Nosy little buggers, aren't you? Fine, since you insist, I'll let you in on Joe Yabuki's grand plan. My dreams for tomorrow. Come with me. Okay, dreams for tomorrow. Okay, we're here. Get on in. Okay, a little hole in the wall. I said get in. Don't you want to see my big dream? Okay. But yeah, nothing but crumbling buildings and rubble. Alright, keep going deeper and deeper. But okay, so it's just like a wall we had to get through, actually. Alright, through that door and up the stairs. Alright, well, that old place, what if it comes down on us? And then leave if you want to. Fine, we'll do it, whatever you say. Alright, this place is crumbling. We're still carrying all of our shit. This place is in really bad shape. Would not want to climb these stairs. But alright, bust through here. The president's room. Welcome to my office. The president will see you now. Office? No need to stand on ceremony. Well, the secretary. There's no tea for now, but he's got lofty dreams. Alright, all my confidential files are in here in this safe. Let's see, the combo was 284. He's just telling him the combo? Ah, I forgot about the hole in the back. No need to open it. Don't. Okay, cash money. Damn. Save it up. Plus this top secret document. This here contains the blueprints for my dream plan. And yeah, real money, not counterfeit. Leave the money alone and listen to me. No, you aren't smart enough to look at this document and know what it means, so I'll just go ahead and summarize it for you. I hope your ear holes are squeaky clean. He's kinda stupid. First, build a huge amusement park on the banks of the river for both kids and adults to join. Huh? What'd he say? He said amusement park. Second, erect a major hospital on the western edge of the neighborhood. A hospital where you could get shots? The very same. I'll round up all the best doctors from all the best hospitals in the country. Right now, the vision is 6 stories above ground and 2 stories below, all in brilliant white. Great natural light, too. He's got such lofty ideals. I was going to say maybe this could be something we get to towards the end of the series, but this might be a bit too lofty. Third, on the east side, establish an old folks home for people who can't work anymore. Fourth, on the south, a nursery for little children. Fifth, on the north, safe apartment blocks and a supermarket with everything you could need. And last but not least, sixth, build a massive factory in the middle of the neighborhood so that every last body who needs work can have a job. Not paying attention. Well, that's about the size of it. What do you think? It's way too lofty. But I can see why this manga, was very, very popular with the New Left. A lot of the same exact ideals. A lot of the exact same ideals. He just wants to make the world a better place. That's all he wants to do. Make the world a better place. And with enough money, maybe we can. And again, if you really like this whole idea, making the world a better place, a kid earning enough money to be able to be a big player in the adults world, Boss of the Brats, read that too. But yeah, it sounds big. We don't know where to start. Of course, your brains are too puny to comprehend my monumental plans. Too bad. But if we may be so bold, will hawking pachinko prizes on the street really raise enough for all this? I'm just getting started. I'm exploring new sources of revenue, and some of them are already in progress. Look outside, the press is here to talk to me. Huh? The press? And they're here? Yep, offer them an interview. Toad, would you go down and show them in? Okay. Hold on, there's one more thing I need to tell you before they come. What is this? We got thrown out of an orphanage. Okay, that's our story. And Rain kicks him out, literally. This way, follow me. Please watch your step. Okay, it actually is the press. And alright, so what are we saying? Joe Yabuki, is it? You say these children all came here because of you. Is that true? What do you mean, is it true? I explained it all over the phone. And alright, nice picture of all the kids. The orphanage these kids were in relied on private funds. When the woman who ran the place died, it shut down and all of them were placed in foster care. But no adult, not even a foster parent, can give these troubled children what they truly need. They could tell they weren't wanted, and so they ran away and eventually attached themselves to me as a kind of older brother figure. So what could a guy like me do? I had to take care of them, even if it meant turning into street peddling or petty crime. But yeah, these orphans got put in foster care. That's us? Shut up, shut up. Yep, so this is our makeshift home for right now. It's an awful place, but it makes do. It's what we have. We're all little lost sparrows. At night, we huddle together so we don't freeze to death in our sleep. Isn't that right? Yeah. And I'll tell you one more thing. The woman who ran the orphanage was my very own mother. Okay. Your mother was the... Fantastic! Yeah, amazing story. Young Joe, taking up his mother's charitable mantle, becomes the orphan's guardian angel. That's good. It can lead off the local section of the evening edition. Yeah, makes a great, great story. We're going to become famous. Alright, let's get a shot of little tykes gathered around Joe. Print it nice and big. Come on, we're going to be in the newspaper, everybody. But we're... Now, come on, everybody. Smile for the camera. Big smiles. All their parents are going to be like, what the fuck? And alright, building that highway. This looks more like a railroad than a highway. And yeah, Dompe's lost a lot of weight. He's getting fit again. Been working too hard. Highways during the day, railroad at night. Okay, so highway during the day, railroads at night. So it was railroad. Too much for anybody. Puh, was always built stronger than most. Damn Dompe. He's doing everything he can to make this money. And no doubt about it, living with such a fine young man. Yeah, so we are like multiple days must be passing. This is not all one day. This is multiple days, I assume. But this could also just be first day on the job at night or something. But yeah, no need to play dumb. Look, there was a great piece in the evening paper the other day. So okay, it has been multiple days. But yeah, looking out for our most vulnerable children, honoring his late mother's legacy. What the fuck? How are you gonna take this? I hear the donations poured in after that story. The paper presented him with almost 1,000,000 yen. Holy shit, 1,000,000 yen? Absurd. But yeah, you finally gone too far, Joe. Because if this gets found out, you're going to jail for a long time. Great. As he tries to cut out to go talk to Joe, the police come here. We've apprehended a young man who lives with you on suspicion of theft and fraud. Oh my god, Joe, you fool. Joe Yabuki, 15. No known parents or relations. Previous residence, unknown. He appeared in the neighborhood several months ago, whereupon he immediately incited 2 brawls involving the Onihime gang. Since then, he has taken up residence by the Furai Bridge, under the guardianship of former boxer Donpei Tongay. He is entirely supported by Mr. Tongay, from whom he also receives daily boxing lessons. Outside of these training sessions, Joe Yabuki leads a troop of slum children around town, committing crimes including, but not limited to, larceny, misappropriation of funds, fraud, extortion, blackmail, criminal damage, and violations of the highway code. Damn. Getting it rough. That's the case against Yabuki so far. Seem to have taken quite the miscreant. I'm very sorry, sir. Never mind, just give him a good talking to when we get to the station. Okay, may not help, but it can't hurt. And yeah, doesn't smoke. That's good. Yeah, will he be going to prison? Nah, he's still a minor. No fear of prison. But juvie? It'll probably be kept under court supervision until they can decide what to do with him. Depending on how that goes, there's always a chance he ends up in a reformatory. Yeah, in a reformatory. And for how long? That's up to him. How long until he reforms? But yeah, if he shows remorse and sees the error of his ways, he could be out in no time. But otherwise, he could be in there for years. And why would he show remorse and error of his ways? You know, everything he's had to do is what he's had to do to survive. I mean, not really, because he's had Mr. Tongay, keep paying him and everything. But Jesus Christ, no seatbelt, slams on the brakes, smack her head on the fucking thing. That was 100% on purpose. 100%. Pieces of shit pigs. But alright, what's going on? Is this the station? Yeah, this is the police station. What the hell is going on here? Oh my god, they just beat up all the police officers. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, he's going to jail. He's going to jail for sure then. Or at least juvie. Yeah, you took in quite the miscreant indeed. Quite the miscreant indeed. Yeah, it's Joe Yabuki, Chief Inspector. He got away. He did what? Joe. We were questioning him in the interrogation room when suddenly a bunch of children burst in the station, started throwing rocks, ransacking our files, kicking up a general ruckus. Yabuki made a break for it, tried to stop him, but he put up one hell of a fight. And now here we are. He beat up every fucking cop in the station. That is my hero. God, that's my fucking hero. I mean, I was also saying Boss the Brats, very similar to One Piece 2. These three together, these are some golden series. And he was knocking people out with a single punch. Damn, he was good. Moving fast with a knockout punch. Joe must be coming along. Hell yeah. And yeah, he's definitely bound for the reformatory. Special reformatory. For serious offenders. Oh, they got word on Ibuki's location. They want you there immediately, Chief. Okay. He's holed up with the children in an abandoned building. Oh no, they're going to take all our fucking money. They're going to take our plans, our blueprints. Alright, here come the cops. They got right outside the fucking spotlight on the building. Joe Yabuki, attention! This is the Metropolitan Police! Surrender immediately! Okay, yeah, they're not rubbernecking here. This is the parents of the children. Look, it's old punch-drunk Donpei. Finally showed his face, huh? Yeah, all the parents are gonna be real pissed at him. Yeah, oh, Donpei, you better be ready to make this right. Your Joe's taking our children, got him mixed up in his, to save his own hide. What are you gonna do, Donpei? What are you gonna do? You gonna get my kid locked up too? Oh, wait a second, what can I do? Well, you better figure something out, Joe. Your responsibility. Alright, sneak in there, try and talk to him or something. Do the right thing, give our children back. Joe's using our boys to line his own pockets. You just let them all astray. What do you have to say for yourself, you monster? You taught him to steal and cheat, didn't you? And yeah, from his past, they're gonna suspect that he's the one who taught him. Yeah, this is the opinion people have of you. And alright, push through the cops, get in there. And some cops tried to go in and immediately got laid to waste again. So yeah, leave it to me. All you need is Joe to turn himself in, right? Alright. Alright, be back in a jiffy. Watch yourselves. And rocks. Immediately pelted. It's Donpei, it's me! Yeah, thank God he was wearing a helmet. But alright, let him through. Damn, we fucked him up big time. But okay, they don't want him to come up actually. No, this is not a just come through. They do not want him going up there. Alright, still gonna pelt him with more and more rocks. Turn around, please. Come on, old man. Do it. See if I care. Alright, bust through. Hell yeah. Like, yeah, they don't want to have to do it to him, but Joe knows the time of reckoning is coming. Joe, you finally pushed me too far. You're gonna get what's coming to you. All the kids, oh no, no. And just what do you plan on doing? Look at you, really think you can touch me? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he can. And yeah, easily blocks it. Hits him with another one. Oh, out the door, down the stairs. Oh my god, that could kill him. That could fucking kill him. But he's getting back up. Oh my god, this man, after day and night working in construction on the highway, on the railroads, being pelted with bricks, he is getting back up again. Alright, hang on to my coat for me. So, Joe, the cops were right. You're fast and you got a good right hand. We'll see how far you get against a real fighter. Yeah, just don't make sure you don't fall down the stairs this time. But, oh, he came in real fast. Oh, he is socking it to you. Bam, 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 bam. Hell yeah. I love the Biff sound effects. But okay. Damn. Big knockout punch, maybe. Oh, and the whole place is rumbling. Ooh, over the desk and everything. Got him good that time. But, big leap onto the desk. Holy shit, so cool. God, I love the art in the series. Got me good, old man. Guess I should expect no less from a former pro. Let's go, Joe! Quite the little fan club. Yeah, I gotta show off all the things I learned from you. Oh, be my guest. Come on, enough talk. Alright, let's go. Ducks it. He leaps onto him. He goes to choke him out. And, ooh, slam his head against the wall there. Well, goes for a punch, but we kick him off. Goes in for a punch. Right hook, left uppercut, cross, left hook, and this, and this. Just reduced down to this, and this, and this. Doof, whap, dump, wham, crack. Hell yeah. Yeah, you're seeing your leader get all beaten up. Gang, don't just stand there. We gotta help Big Joe. Oh my god, throw rocks at him now. Bite his butt. Oh yeah, you don't want his wrath. And he's crying. He doesn't want this to be, he doesn't want this outcome either. He doesn't want to do this to Joe. But this is what has to happen. Yeah, kids really care that much about Joe. Then help me hand him over to the police. They'll know how to straighten him out. That's what's best for him right now. Don't make me laugh. You must be out of your mind. You can lock me up over my dead body. You're right in the chin. Down for the count. Boom. And the police come in just in time. He's crying. He really doesn't want to do this, but, he went so far, so fast, Not in terms of being a bad person or anything like that, but just in terms of going against the law. This isn't about a moral thing at all in any way. This is simply about in order to have the dream that he wants, in order to have the dream that Joe wants, he can't keep up this, illegal activity anymore. He's going to have to find a way to do it legit above board. It sucks. It's terrible. Nothing really wrong with what he's doing, but, But now he's taken off to the slammer. Hopefully to get reformed. But it's hard to imagine Joe's going to get reformed. If anything, I think he's just going to learn how to not get caught, or to how to not go as big so fast, He's going to learn a lesson, but it's not going to be the one they wanted to learn. And now your dream, your whole dream. There goes my reason for living, Joe, you damn fool. Yeah, and the parents seeing it as well. Parents and the kids alike. Big Joe, come back. Even him. He's just as much as a kid as the other ones. But the rules are the rules, like I told you before. But please, just do me a favor here. I just need a minute with him. No visitors except family. Does he even have family? But I got a care package for him. Aww. Great. But yeah, we're mighty busy, and everybody else is waiting for their visit. Everybody else is waiting for their visit. I guess, yeah, just like not with Joe, with other people. But yeah, please give this to Joe. He's got to keep up his strength. And yeah, we're fucking begging here. We are begging here. But then they go to throw rocks again, but stand down. We'll try another day. He knows The system is corrupt. It's fucked. It's so fucked, but we don't have any other option. I do like that the kids and Danpei are sort of hanging out. They're not only hanging out together, but, you know, they're sort of just, you know, wallowing in each other's misery. Yeah, finally had something to live for, and he got it taken away from him. Can't blame the guy at all. But, hey, come here. Have it? Okay, you guys have it. But this is for Joe. That's right. Lovingly prepared by yours truly. But if they won't let me give it to him, that's that. Shouldn't let it go to waste. Yeah. Oh, it's a bunch of rice balls. How nice. How nice. Oh, nice. You get to have a little picnic next to Danpei. Oh, this is such a great scene. What an old curmudgeon. But best rice ball ever. That's not a roll. That's a roll, not a ball, dumbass. Hope he washed his hands when he made these. Ain't no way he did. Overlooking juvie. My dream, my last remaining dream, locked up behind those bars. Not giving up, Joe. I'll show you. I'll show 'em all. At prison bars are no match for Danpei Tange when he puts his mind to it. Okay, okay. You'll see just what the fearsome tenacity of Danpei Tange can accomplish. What's he gonna do? I hope he doesn't plan on breaking Joe out of jail. I don't know. Maybe he is, but I don't think so. I feel like he's going about this in a more logical way, but... But what did he say exactly? I'll show him all that prison bars are no match for Danpei Tange when he puts his mind to it. You know, he's gonna teach him even through prison. I assume that's what it's gonna be. He's gonna coach him even through prison. Okay, male. And yep, Danpei Tange is right into him. But he just rips it up. Oh my god. Who the hell wants to read anything he wrote? Damn it. But he's gonna try and piece it back together. He's gonna piece it back together. Come on. But no, he's just rowdy. He's just rowdy right now. Thinks they're just gonna let him out if he asks. Ain't happening. Can't tell if I'm alive or dead in this hellhole. Slamming himself against that door. Oh, so bored I could die. Yeah, I mean, truly, I think that's got to be the worst part about prison. Boredom is one of the worst things you can do to a person. I truly believe that. And especially to a young person. It's like, you know, an adult can, you know, they can sort of, you know, cope with it a little bit. But kids in juvie, that's why pretty much everybody who goes to juvie ends up like that for life. It's, you know, how can you blame them? You cage an animal, you're just going to make it way worse. But yeah, so bored, got nothing to do. Now he's got himself a puzzle. Almost like a jigsaw puzzle. So, okay, for tomorrow, part 1, the jab. A rapid series of lefts can create an opening to attack or prevent your opponent from taking the offensive. Keep the elbow tucked against the left side, then swing slightly across with a twisting motion. 3 good jabs will increase the effect of a subsequent right cross threefold. Okay, or a right cross threefold. But yeah, so yeah, rapid series of lefts can create an opening into attack to prevent your opponent from taking the offense. Yeah, so you want to go for the left jabs, that way you can get the right cross in. I mean, honestly, the jab is the only thing I've ever actually had to use in a real fist fight. It's never gotten to a point where you're going to be using the right crosses and stuff like that. I mean, for him it will, and for a lot of other people maybe, but I've been very thankful to not have to be in enough fights where I've needed anything more than a quick jab, you know. That's really the extent of what I've needed, but it's good to know all the rest. But yeah, heesh, that old coot can't stop thinking about boxing for a second, even now that I'm in here. He's seriously trying to teach me to fight by correspondence. I knew he had boxing on the brain, but this is too much. And yeah, give me a break, I don't need to learn how to fight. I just hit him as hard as I can and send him flying. And that might work on the streets. Again, as I said, I didn't need to know much boxing for fighting, just the jab. But, you know, if you're getting into actual professional fighting, if you're going to make a living out of it, then you're going to need to know all that stuff. But he wants to do it. Oh, I love the art style so much. Joe is such a great main character. What a face. This panel here really, like, endears me to him. I love his design. Keep the elbow tucked against the left side. Jab, 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 cross. Jab, 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 cross. You're getting it. You're getting it. How the hell did I just... It's like I could hear my fist slicing through the air. Yeah, never happened before. No matter how hard I swung, never felt that. Because you're always swinging big. You're always swinging big. You know, you can see this coming really, you know, it's very easy to see that coming in a fight. But that's not, that's why jab's all you need. Just quick jabs, all you need. I mean, it's not all you need. It's all I needed. I keep saying it's all you need. That's not all you need. I don't know what the hell you need. Everybody's circumstances are different. But yeah, quickness, speed, better than, you know, the actual power behind it a lot of times. But also, power is just a big thing in and of itself. Doesn't matter how good your technique is on the streets. If you're a big enough guy, you can just push him down, sit on him, you know? If you're a big enough guy, you can do that. But if somebody knows how to throw a really good punch, it's harder to do. But if someone's the kind of person who just swinging wildly, just swings hard, then if you're a big guy, then you got the big advantage. The only way to go up against that is technique. He's learning, and he's so happy to learn too. You know, not internally, but outwardly, you know, very clearly. He's very into it. And can you hear him in there? He can hear him. Working hard, Joe. Keep it up. You're going to be the best boxer in all of Japan. Nah, the world. Oh, hell yeah. It's so cool. So fucking cool. Amazing. He's learning, getting better day by day. By the time he gets out of here, he'll be the best boxer in the world. Or at least he'll be on his way there. He's getting real exhausted. But what? You got nothing else to do in prison. You got nothing else to do but work out. So instead of just working out, let's train, baby. Oh, it reminds me of that one guy, the one British guy who was thrown in prison and just came out like an insanely tough fighter. You know, a lot of people come out stronger, but he was just practicing boxing the whole time. And he was a menace. Oh, it's so nice getting multiple pages of him just training. It's really nice. Always appreciate getting training in a series. I know a lot, you know, I'm kind of the opposite. I know a lot of people are sick of it, but I grew up on stuff like One Piece, which cuts all the training out, does it all off camera, so I'm always a sucker to actually get to see it. Whereas I know a lot of other people are like, oh, I love a series that cuts out the training, we don't have to see it. But, nah, I want to see the training. Yeah, who knew? Never set foot in a school in my entire life, so no one's ever taught me how to do something I didn't know how to do before. Damn, never set foot in a school in my entire life. What is your backstory? I like that we don't know his backstory at all. We don't know a single thing about his past. Not one thing. Like, even his whole record, even his whole criminal record, was all from the stuff we've seen in manga. So. And I love that he's saying that too. Like, you know, never had someone taught me how to do something I didn't know how to do before. Doesn't feel half bad. Glad he's admitting that. But, what? What is it? You can just feel your technique getting better? That's all it is. How then I see. This is exactly what he had in mind all along. Yep. He played me, taking advantage of the fact that I'm bored out of my mind. Oh, he thinks he got him in prison to get him bored enough to do this. Donpei, you mangy old dog. You decrepit old drunk. You moronic pig-headed oaf. Oh, great translations here. Fantastic translations. Absolutely love the translations, the fucking typesetting, you know, stuff like slightly offsetting it when I bet it was just full centered in Japanese, but, you know, this looks so much better in English. God, yeah. Being able to sell, you know, the, like, you know, the insults and stuff in a localization is something that's definitely highly praised. It's so sad, like 90% of scanlations, localizations, official translations, the insults suck. They're terrible. You gotta localize it more to get across the true vibe. But yeah, it also doesn't mean just cussing, you know, anywhere, wherever. You know, cussing is definitely needed in certain places for localization, but you gotta know how to fit the vibe of the series, you know. They all have very similar sort of insults, so you gotta figure out via the context. I mean, that's a lot of Japanese. One word that means a lot of different things based on the context that it's being used in, and you gotta be able to keep that, you know, in the localization. But yeah, now he's back to being a little brat. Damn it, you won't fool me. You'll never get me to care about being a boxer. Think you can make me dance to your tune? To hell with that. He's just waffling back and forth. But now, guard coming in. Joe Yabuki, come with me. Yabuki, did you hear me? Get up. The psychologist has some questions for you. Alright, time to see the head shrink. I'm gonna test your temperament and character. Nothing to worry about, so look snappy. Hey, not like that. Put a shirt on. Oops. Okay, let's go see the shrink. He looks like a mess, but I love it. He looks great. Alright, here he is. Here's the psychologist. Alright, answer the doctor's questions the best you can. Joe, I'm going to say some words. You must immediately tell me what you associate with each one. That is, just say the first thing that comes to mind, alright? Sure. Yeah, he's not going to take this seriously at all. You're not going to get any real results, but they're going to treat it as if everything he's saying is true, when he's clearly fucking with him. He's going to be super sarcastic about it, he's going to lie, and they're just going to take it as full face value. As they always do, the dumbasses. Young man, you should start taking this seriously before it's too late. Yeah, he even knows, like, yeah, I'm going to take this seriously no matter what you say, so... Oh yeah, when exactly is it too late? When you send me to maximum security? Never mind, let's begin. First, red. No answer. Red. Blood. Blood? Yeah, bright red blood. I can see big droplets of it dripping down. I mean, that's the first thing I would think of too. And yeah, he's so worried. Of course, Joe's being super sarcastic about this, but also, what? Red, blood. What else would come to mind with red? Roses, I guess, would be like the second thing that would come to my mind. But, you know, I'd have to think. The first thing that would easily come to mind, blood. All right, next, garden, tools, I guess. Blood again. And then, oof, he does a little jab at him. What are you? Yabuki. You might be guarding your face, but when I sneak a jab in there, your nose will bleed like a fountain. Was he guarding his face? Might be guarding your... I guess, like, you know, he rose up his hand, but yeah. But yeah, he's already seeing how a jab could be useful. I said garden! The kind with beautiful flowers! Oh, I see. Yeah, you might be guarding your face. I see. So yeah, garden blood. Yeah, doesn't matter if you're guarding your face. I'll get that blood out. And this is a new technique he's learned. He's already incorporating it. Alright, fine. Next, parents. I assume his is going to be none. But, parents, what would I think of? Mom. First word that comes to mind. Very, like, very, broad. But yeah, I think mom would be the first thing that comes to mind. Yeah, respond right away. This is a psychological assessment. Then let's go with Hitoshi Uke, the comedian. I'm a huge fan of his, especially that song, Mr. Irresponsible. Parents equals irresponsible. Isn't that a good answer? Or do you want me to say love or something? Love would not come up from the word parents. I mean, my parents love me, but I just wouldn't really, like, it's a connection I would not make. But yes, I do think he was thinking of parents. Ain't got any parents, or bad parents, irresponsible parents, so do a little connected to that. But alright, enough. Love is next. Okay, love is next. Love. Okay, so for love, I would say girlfriend. I don't know. I think the first thing that would come to mind. Love. I'd say 40 winks. 40 at the infinite. Whenever they'd start sermonizing about who did what out of love for us. It was a good time for a cat nap. Okay, 40 winks. Alright, next, kindness. Kindness, I would say, why is nothing coming to mind? Kindness, person came to mind. Kindness, citizen, I guess. I don't know. Let's see, punch drunk. No, let's go with plain old drunk. Kindness is drunk. Yeah, he's thinking about Danpei. Yeah, there's this guy, see, he's so drunk that he dreams that he's going around forcing kindness on people for no reason. Yep. Oh, we done now? Not enjoying yourself? Love this kid so much. Absolute my hero. Oh, yeah. This young man is cruel, ruthless, egotistical. His character is barren as the desert, nary a blade of grass. Yeah, we're gonna be in here for a long time. But oh, where you going, mister? My room's that way. Your observation period's over. You'll be in a dorm until your trial. A dorm? Okay, plenty of company this time. Keep you from getting bored and throwing a fit. Okay, so yeah, dorms. So, okay. In Boss the Bratz, this was also coming up. Like, I didn't know that this was, I guess, a thing in either 60s prisons in Japan or just Japan prisons in general. But, like, Yeah, more of like a dorm setting than actual like prison cells or anything like that. That's good to know at least. And yeah, that's right, hooray! Alright, here we go. Bet we're gonna be the best of friends, what a relief! These guys are all pretty hardened, but I feel like Joe can win them over. Again, it's crazy to see that, like, between this and Boss the Brats, the series are following a very, very similar trajectory. I would just say that, like, Tomorrow's Joe is a bit more faster paced and Boss the Brats is way slower paced. But yeah, fresh meat. Fresh meat. A lot of guys in here do. Yeah, did not realize they had this big dorms in prisons. And here's the boss, the Boncho. Yeah, what do you say, Nishi? New guy, huh? What a little cutie pie. Anyway, same as usual. Let's give him a nice warm welcome. Yep, time to take your lumps. Can you take all these guys on? You just learned your new jab, so try and, oh, hold up. We got someone on the lookout. Oh, yeah, right, I'll go. Okay. Gotta be on the ball here. You know how much I hate it when something unexpected happens. Gives me fits. I love this kind of guy in the 60s. I don't know how to explain it, but just you know how much I hate something unexpected happens. Gives me fits. He's just so, like, he's a bit of a comedian, but he's gonna say it dryly. You know, the boss who's a bit of a comedian. Love that trope. But okay, so 5 of you for a massage. The rest of you. That's a very intense rub down. That's a lot more than 5 as well. Can't you be a little more oomph into it? Feels like I'm being mauled by butterflies. Yeah, he's the one who runs this place. But alright, there's only a couple people we gotta take down now. A lot easier. Alright, hallway is clear. Good to go. During the massage, well, what are you waiting for? I guess probably thinks we've forgotten all about him. In the middle of a massage. Alright, give him the twist. Why not? Alright, what's the twist? Alright, they got him in a chokehold. What the? You cowards, let me go! No, they ain't letting go nothing. Okay, yeah, twist the leg. Ooh, okay. A rag? Okay, so here's the twist. Okay, they twist up a towel with some water to plump it up, put it in his mouth, and then now we can twist him up too. Alright, so, yeah, gonna grab his limbs and just start twisting. Crack! Oh my god, that's gotta be unbelievably painful. Truly unfathomably painful. That's gotta be big pain. But, yeah. And everybody looks over. Yeah, what gives? Keep rubbing. Alright, time to wrap up the twist. How about paratroopers next? Right, good idea. Alright. Oh my god. Getting your limbs twisted fucking hurts so bad. Thankfully, it's not a long-lasting pain, but ugh. And paratroopers is jumping down on top of him, onto his stomach. Again, I feel like that could fucking kill him from this height. This is a big fucking bunk bed. This is 4 of them. Drop zone. No, there's no way they're gonna... Okay, ready to drop. Hit the silk, boys. You're up first. Oh, you jerk. This has got to be scary as shit for them, too. Oh, okay. So, belly flop onto him. That's not going to kill him. But, alright, yeah, amateur. Let me show you how it's done. Geronimo. Right on his legs on him. Yeah, that could absolutely fucking kill him. That's going to break all your ribs. That could break your damn spine. Damn, man. One after another. Bombs away! Yeah. Internal bleeding already. Jesus fucking Christ. But okay, food crew's coming. Everybody, get off me. Clean it all up too. Okay. Not just gonna leave him there. Yeah, and prop him up. Alright, here's the food. Moment you all been waiting for. You're grown boys, so I'm sure you're plenty hungry. Good food, and of course, Joe's not getting any. Yeah, eat up and no fighting. Whoever's on dish duty, just stack them up when everybody's done. Yeah, oh, we will. Wahoo! Well, look at wahoo. But, yeah, chow time, huh? Smells good. Let me have some too. Go on. I can't believe he can even get up and walk around, but also the audacity to think that he wants some food. Yeah, he's a ghost? Yeah, they thought they took him out. But okay, and yep, knocks it over. You ain't getting any. Or suck it up off the table. And yeah, a lot of them giving Nishi his food as well. Giving Nishi their food as well. Yep, you're not getting any. Giving it all to Nishi. Gotta admit, Joe, your body's stronger than I figured. And your balls must be made of steel, too. Yeah, ain't this your first stay with us? Least you can do is offer your meal to the boss by way of thank you. Where are your manners? I see. No dinner for the new kid, huh? Okay, taking off the jacket. You know, I was hoping I could keep things friendly, at least until after I got my share. But I guess that was a little too optimistic. Fine, forget it. I don't need any favors. Just don't come bowing and scraping, begging me to eat it afterward. You had your chance. His head does not fit this body at all. He's got to draw that face with a little bit more tone to it. This is a little bit goofy. I mean, he's already looking a little bit emaciated too. That's surprising. But I do love all his like scar marks too, where he's got like actual cut marks from being stabbed. Alright, the thing is, I've had it up to here. And once I'm this mad, well, there isn't much anyone can do to calm me down. So let the chips fall where they may. Wanted to start with your lardy like fat. Like wanted to start with your lardy leader there, but he's got no eyes for anything except his dinner. So yeah, till he's done, which you small fry wants to play. And yeah, I like this. The face matches the body a lot more here. It's like the hyper detail on his arm, you know, that makes his face look very off, and the shoulders and everything like that. You gotta draw the face with that same sort of detail, or it's not gonna work. Here, the body and face got a similar amount of detail. God, he's so hot. He's so fucking hot. God damn. Take my hat off to you, pretty boy. You got guts. Standing up on your tippy toes, trying to sound like a man. God, I love it. He is both like such a pretty little cutie pie and also, you know, a manly man. But like he's just short and he's small compared to most other people, so you know he's gonna be very underestimated all the time. But all right, quit standing around gawking and get busy already. Take him down one by one. Let's fight, or maybe as a group again. Alright, yeah. Should give him another round of paratroopers. No, I'm tired of that old game. Shut up. Whoop. Alright, get him with a jab right to the face, I think. Or is that a kick? Might be a kick, actually. Kick to the stomach, and then, pooh, cross to the face. Straight right into him. Doesn't look like he's using any jabs, though. Using all his old techniques. Might have to pull out the jabs when the going gets tough. But yeah, he's taking them all out. Slamming them on the table, too. All this food's going everywhere. Nobody eating today but Nishi. It's flopping on him, too. But he don't care. He's just enjoying his food while nobody else gets theirs. Eat as much as you can. But alright, now, shirt comes off. Clean himself up. Full silence. Sitting on the table looking so sly. My God, what a pose. What a pose. God, I love Joe so much. My hero. All done? Let's get started then. Not bad. Color me impressed. No need to put such a brave face on it. Just come at me. Now's your chance. You guys tired me out. Plus, I'm starving, so come and get it, big man. He is so larger than life. I mean, not him, us, but this guy. I wonder if he's going to be the one we need to use a jab against now. Yeah, you went too far, said too much, did too much. What do you mean Okay, he's fast. He is big, but he is fast. Alright, clocked him across the jaw. Nice. Oh, come on. Duck it, nice. And right into the stomach. Nice, yeah. All his old techniques. Doesn't even need the new techniques yet. Alright, yep, take that leg, take him down, slam him down. Again, you can punch someone day in and day out, and it's not going to do nearly as much as just lifting them off the ground and let their own body weight slam them back down. That shit is brutal. But yeah, what's up, big man? Don't tell me you're tired already. Wakey. After all I had to do to get your personal attention, I'm not going to let you go down for your nap just like that. You got a lot coming to you. Show me what you're made of, big guy. Come on, get back in the fights. This is so cool. He's running circles around me. How do I? It's the perfect chance to test out my new jab, courtesy of old man Danpei. Alright, yeah. Keep the elbow tucked against the left side. Swing slightly across, and with a twisting motion. Jab. Keep him at bay. Yeah, that's the nosebleeder. Keep the elbow tucked against the left side. Swing slightly across, and with a twisting motion, duck it. Bam! Right again into the nose. One more. Keep the elbow tucked against the left side. Yeah, he was onto something. Trying to use the bench against us. Swing slightly across with a twisting motion, and bam! Third jab. Oh, he's just keep going. And jab, and jab, and jab, 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 jab. Damn, he's been working out his arm, because a 3 is good, but like once you get to like 4, oh, it's hard to keep it up. And I'm not even doing a real jab. I'm doing like a half jab. A real jab's got to go full out, but like it's exhausting. Try it. Try it right now. It's exhausting. You don't think about how like you don't often use your non-dominant hand. Doing it like this, a lot easier. But there's much more power in this hand, so you can't do it as fast. And that's the one where you want to, get your cross in. So you want to do it with jabs. You can do it a lot faster with this hand, but it's so much more exhausting. Whew. Alright, yeah, it's a fucking chaotic mess in here. And the two of us fighting, so we're going to get put somewhere else. Maybe solitary. Greetings, gents. I can explain. This guy here is the boss of this room. But for all his size, he couldn't lay a finger on me. Can you believe it? Down for the count. He thought it was a good game when he was ordering the others to gang up on me, but, well, handsome is as handsome does, eh? Though I guess maybe I just hit him a little bit too hard. Damn, his fists are so square. I love the look of that. Such a sucker for square fingers. Yeah, this kid's trouble. Take him to solitary. Yep, it's solitary. We are truly, I love it. You gotta read Boston Brats. If you're not reading Boston Brats, I normally don't like to compare series too much, but Boston Brats and Tomorrow's Joe, they are so similar. So similar. I'm curious to see if there's other manga around this time, 1968 specifically, that had this exact same sort of plot. We're running out on manga from the 60s to read at all, period, so I think I know about all of them that have English translations, so if there is, it's not translated. And of course, the rain is falling. You don't get put in solitary unless it's raining. I feel like that's a rule of the universe. You're not allowed to go to solitary confinement unless it's raining. Several days later, under a fine spring rain, Tokyo Family Court, where the judge will finally hand down Joe's sentence. And of course, we got all of our guys here, our kid gang, and we got Danpei as well. So yeah, they are acting as our family. We don't have a legal guardian, so we got special permission for all these guys to be here. But yeah, if we don't behave, the judge might punish Joe extra. So, yeah, be very good. And yeah, he's not going to go free. That much we know. There's no way he made a good impression. Yeah, you mean he'll be in jail for another whole month or two? Might be longer than that. Yeah, much longer than that. His minimum sentence is 13 months. Oh, who are you? You're our lawyer or something? Or imagine he'll be sent to the special reformatory. Who is that? I assume it might be the lawyer or something. It might be Joe's mom, actually, maybe. That could be actually interesting if he doesn't have any legal guardians, but his guardian, his biological parent might still be here regardless. But yeah, minimum of 13 months for this. Jesus. I mean, especially for a kid, for a kid, just any sentence is going to be terrible. You are taking out such a bigger portion of their life. 13 months is not just 13 months. That is a sizable chunk of their life. For an adult, it's quite the case. But for a kid, it absolutely is. You are cutting out a percentage of their life, more so than that 13 months would be doing as an adult. And especially with the way, as you grow, you have your perception of time is smaller and it gets bigger as you go on because the amount of time you've been alive has been longer. And so, that goes into as well. It's even more boring, even more destructive to the brain. All right. There he is. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you again. But yeah, we're being silent. All right. Who is this woman? Gotta be his mom. Mom or sister, one of the two. Goes and silently sits down, away from them. What? She's coming in too? She knows Joe? Alright, pay attention, face the bench. Okay. Alright, here is the verdict and sentence in the case of Joe Yabuki. And yeah, Tanpei. It's gonna go bad. Don't worry. I'm guessing it's gonna be at least like 2 years maybe. So, Joe Yabuki never knew his parents, whose whereabouts remain unknown. Okay, so that is true. But then who's that woman then? For this, we must afford some sympathy. Okay. Good for us, hopefully. But, however, he refused to remain in the orphanage where he was placed, running away time and time again. How can you blame him? Before finally ending up in the slums. He gained influence over a group of local children there, and in spite of repeated warnings for neighborhood police officers, committed serious crimes, including but not limited to fraud, blackmail, larceny, assaults. Furthermore, Mr. Tanpei Dange, a local resident, attempted to rehabilitate Yabuki through boxing instruction. However, Yabuki betrayed Mr. Tange's generosity. That's good. Mr. Tange's generosity, give me a break. Nah, I don't respect the dignity of the court. I don't respect the dignity of any fucking court on this earth. Yeah, so the old pug tried to help me turn a new leaf by teaching me to box, huh? I've heard of putting a spin on things, but boy, did that take the cake. He's trying to spin this. This old fart isn't interested in anything as fancy as rehabilitation. In a nutshell, he tried to teach me to box like I was some organ grinder's monkey. Yeah, so okay, he's spinning a little bit, but also, that is true in a way. Sure, he saw I was stubborn and had a little talent and decided to train me, so he could turn me into a prize fighter and rake it in off my blood, sweat, and tears. Well, ain't that right, old man? Say it to my face! Sure, it's true. You're the monkey and I'm the organ grinder. I knew it, but now they're just putting on an act here. You're right, I want to... Like, again, what they're saying is true, but the emotions they're putting on an act here. I want to train you up to a fine fighter so I can get nice and rich. Happy now? Just one thing, though. Not only in it for the money. I love boxing. And sad to say, head over heels for those 2 arms of yours. That's why I'm staking my life on making you the best boxer in the country. Nah, the world. Don't you understand how I feel? Never made champions, so you want to push me to do it instead? Like a puppet saddle with your dreams. No thanks, not a chance. You wish to speak to each other, you will first request permission from the bench. Shut up. Fuck off. Alright, now the sentence. Taking into account that he not only lied to newspaper reporters and used their most august public organ to... August public organ. I know exactly what it means, but it's such a bad way to phrase that. To solicit charity under false pretenses, but also assaulted officers of the law, as well as his fellow inmates while in temporary custody. And since he shows no sign of conscience or remorse, we hereby pronounce that Joe Yabuki shall serve no less than 13 months. Okay, the Tokyo Special Reformatory. Okay, never mind. So minimum? Still minimum? You guys are... No, it's minimum. You know, like, that's way better than what I was expecting. If not good, I already talked about how bad it is, but it's way better than I was expecting. We're honestly getting off pretty light here, like, all things considered. Both things can be true. One, that 13 months is terrible and no one should ever have to do it, and also, compared to the typical, we're getting off really, really easy. Yeah, who's that prissy-looking lady over there? You don't know? She's one of your victims. Remember how someone donated 100,000 yen after your fraudulent article in the paper? That was her. Okay. But still might be related to us, though. You're a nasty one, Yabuki, stolen an innocent, upstanding young woman like that. Better think hard about that. Listen, if you got 100,000 yen to spend on a charity, I ain't worried about you. I mean, any money you spend, regardless of what it's for, you should be never expecting to see that money again. Good day, miss. Feel better seeing me like this? You must be from a pretty rich family if you can afford to throw around 100,000 like that. Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. Now, listen, there's a difference between the rich and the wealthy. Fuck the wealthy. The rich, I don't think that was much of a problem with, but still, you know, you got that much money to throw around, it's probably not that big of a deal. And she don't really seem to think it's a big a deal either, you know? That's why I think she's still related to us, and that just a coincidence that, like, she saw Joe Yabuki and was like, oh, I'm gonna donate money to him because that's my son or sister or something, or son or brother. But if it gives you the satisfaction of swooning over your own compassion, it's cheap at twice the price. Right? And as a bonus, you get to come and gawk the poor sap who got sent up the river for it. Damn, I love how much he'll chew people out. Whether, like, he's always slipping in a little bit of, like, he knows this ain't exactly true, but, like, he wants to say it regardless. It feels better to say it. Yeah, it's only been a few weeks, but look at you. Already so hard bitten. Now they're all scared of you too. Anyway, that's by the by. Remember your boxing. But alright, yeah, let's go. No matter how much of a wretched state you're in today, boxing will give you a way out. It'll open the door over tomorrow. Tomorrow's Joe. Your enormous talent and potential will redeem you. Give you a new start. Remember, Joe, for tomorrow. Yeah, knock it off already. I'm going to be inside for over a year. Behind bars, no freedom. What good is tomorrow to me? You can shove your new start. God, I can't imagine. I mean, I've always thought, like, I've never really had suicidal thoughts in my entire life. But if I was in prison for a month, I might kill myself. I don't know if I could do it. I don't think I could do it. The boredom would drive me insane. I mean, truly, no matter how despicable a person they are, no matter how much I disagree with them or hate them as a human being, whatever, if you can be in prison and not kill yourself, I gotta give you respect. I gotta at least give you respect for that. There's nobody I respect more on the planet than people who are in prison. Off we go to Special Reformatory, maximum security. For more than a year. Crying now. His lot in life has changed so much. He went from being so free to being locked up in prison for a year. And really, there's no one to blame but himself, but also, I'm sure he's thinking, like, getting wrapped up in the boxing stuff is what caused this. But it's not. It's not what caused it at all. But at the same time, how is he not going to blame Donpei for the reason he's in here is because Donpei beat him up. Otherwise he would have been able to run away. He would have been able to keep avoiding the police forever and ever and ever and ever. They never would have called him. But now he's got to face his repercussions. Damn, look at all the schoolboys here. Going to or coming from school. Something we never got to experience in all of our life. And I'm sure he's hearing all this from inside the truck. All these kids with their freedom. All these kids with a normal life. Living in normal society as a normal kid. And yeah, they're bitching about tests and, I'm sick to death of the tests and homework day after day. There's a good movie playing at the Kinkaban. Want to go check it out? Better not. The guidance officers give us a hard time. We can't live in fear of them. But, like, man, all these luxuries they're able to have that Joe has never had once in his life. Oh my god, they're crowding around the whole thing. Tokyo Special Reformatory, or Toko Special Reformatory. That place is notorious. Oh boy. And they're all just making jokes of it and everything. And yeah, mocking us in there and everything like that. Pieces of shit. But they're kids. Can't blame them for anything. And now, yeah, they're in the middle of the crosswalk the whole damn time. Fucking kids. I love all these puddles being drawn to. Like, the attention to detail and just the environments is so good. Now what? Oh, someone else in here. Oh, Nishi. He's being sent as well. Well, this dirty old truck's the last place I expected to see you again. Going to Toko too. Yep, my hearing was right before yours. Been on pins and needles waiting for you ever since. He knew we were coming. You mean you haven't had enough? You've been wanting to go another round with me right here in this truck? Well, I'm ready. Wait, for Christ's sake, it's not what I'm saying. Can't take any more of those lethal jabs of yours. Thing is, eager to see you, because I was lonely. Yeah, we got someone we know, at least. Someone we know. That's all we... Yeah, like just having that one connection. Didn't want to go to Toko on my own. I was feeling anxious. What kind of hogwash? But no, he's shaking. I'm scared, Joe. I'm petrified. Life in the reformatory. Shaking like a kitten, big guy. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to see the big tough guy like that who was the boss and everything like that, but like, he is terrified. If anything, more terrified than everybody else. The fact that he is the boss It's just like means he's probably been in here for a long time, and now he's going to the special reformatory, maximum security. Who knows what his sentence is? Whatever makes it so special is just a bunch of ragtag hooligans. Big deal. Get a grip on yourself. Had it all wrong, Nishi. If I had known you were such a scaredy cat, wouldn't have been so hard on you. But yeah, laugh while you can, Joe. You'll see when we get there. No idea, but I guess ignorance is bliss. This guy's a little bit more learned. He knows the rumors. Up in the mountains as well. Okay, I can see it. We're almost there. Who cares? Be quiet. I'm trying to get some sleep here. Joe, will you stick with me? See, together we can make a splash in the reformatory. Do something no one's ever done before. Oh, you want my help to do my? You want to help me do my thing when we get there? Team up and take down their boss. No thanks. You don't like cramp my style. I'd rather go it alone. I feel so bad for this guy. No, I'm saying I want to run away. Got a nagging feeling that once we're in, we won't make it out of Toko alive. I gotta break out. I respect it. You know, the easiest time to break out of prison is probably when you're being brought in, but I don't know. That might be complete bullshit. Yeah, would you rather spend a year and change twiddling your thumbs behind those bars? A year and change, huh? 13 months is just the minimum. You get hit with an extension and be stuck inside for years. Since the day I was born, never got the things most other people get. Toys, books, new clothes, warm place to sleep. Not even the love of someone who cared about me. But I've always held tight to my freedom, thanks to these two fists. They try and take my freedom from me, they're only trying to take the only thing I have. It's okay, breaking out or not. I'm all fired up, Nishi. Let me get a good look at this special reformatory. It's a fucking castle. You ain't making it out of there. You are not making it out of there. But I'm not sure if we're even going to make it running out, because this place is locked down tight. Tight. Yeah, how are we getting out? It's hopeless, yeah. This place is like a medieval fortress. It's even worse than I thought. Yeah, giving up on escape plans before it even starts. Not me, though. I'll crawl out of the depths of hell itself. That's what it takes to get my freedom back. My hero! But it's still too quiet. Ought to be hundreds of people in here. Why the spooky silence? Oh, the ghouls. The ghouls in these cells. Fresh meat. Okay. That's assumingly the end of an arc or something. Because now we're getting a big old Toko special reformatory. So I assume that this was all one arc. So we'll probably end it here, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure what to call this whole first arc. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and look it up, see if there's something people call it. But I don't know what I would call this. Just the whole beginnings of his life. You know, his checkered youth. You know, I don't know what to even call it. But I'm really enjoying this so far. I honestly want to just, you know, go right into the next one. I want to just keep going. I was not expecting it to end right here. I thought we were going to go through, like, all the jail stuff first. But I assume, now that we're here, this is, again, we're very similar, you know, arc structure to Boss the Bratz. Again, Boss the Bratz a little bit slower, a little bit more arcs in between all this stuff. But I imagine now this is really gonna, you know, we're gonna have to, like, go through multiple different bonchos here to get to the main guy in charge. We're gonna get the whole prison under our wing, and then we're gonna break out with either everybody, or probably not, actually. More likely we're gonna attempt to break out, gonna get our sentence extended, then we're gonna, you know, wait out our sentence, get released 2 years from now, something like that, and Joe will be a little more grown up, a little bit more mature, and he'll have practiced for like 2 years straight, and both training practice and practicing with the people here. Maybe training the people here as well. Like, you know, some sparring matches. That's my guess. The art is fucking impeccable. The story is fucking impeccable. Props to both the author and the artist. Both of them are doing an incredible job here. This is definitely one of the best things I've read in the 60s, hands down, already. I would love to do an award show for 60s manga. Parentheses, that's been translated into English so far. But would love to do a, you know, award show for 60s manga, but that's a ways off. There's still so much more to read, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get around to the majority of it. I mean, I've already read the majority of it, actually, but I'm not sure I'm going to get around to the majority of what's left, I should say. But yeah, I would definitely love to do that at some point, even if it takes me another year or two to finish up everything from the 60s. And definitely want to move on to the 70s before then. we've looked at a couple things from the 70s already. But anyway, this is definitely one of the best from the 60s that I have seen so far, for sure. Easily. And both in terms of like the writing and the art, both are top. Would I say this is like the best thing around the 60s? Only time will tell. We'll have to read more of it to be able to truly know. But it's off to a great start, and you know, I'm so curious to see where the boxing will go. How long it's going to take us to become a professional boxer? This is only 20 volumes, so we don't have like a ton of time. So I'm curious to see, you know, like what, you know, you would also for a series that is so well loved. Those are typically series that go on for forever. But 20 volumes is right in that sweet spot of like 20 volumes is enough to be extremely influential, but also short enough for many people to be able to read. So I think 20 volumes is an absolute sweet spot. What else to say? We have so few characters right now. Like, we have Taro and the kids, who are Sachi as well. So, like, we got, like, 2 names there, but they're mostly just, like, the kids. We got Danpei Tange, Pug, and now we got Nishi. But aside from that, that's it. You know, very small cast, which I'm typically expect these kind of series to, like, balloon up the cast pretty quickly, but pretty small cast. And I hope that Joe changes his mind and helps Nishi here, because I don't want Nishi to have to do this all on his own. This is going to be a depressing arc coming up next. Like, it's so depressing seeing, you know, this sort of stuff. Seeing, you know, what am I trying to say? Seeing juvies. Like, in prison, it's also just as bad, but also, you know, you got, like, the gangs there and stuff like that are looking out for each other. There's a bit more community there, versus in juvie, you don't have the sort of, like, gangs in the same way you do in prison, which is better in some ways, worse in other ways. Everybody's unified under one sort of thing of just being kids, but also then, you know, the new people get it worse than in prison. If you can join into a group, that might not be the case. You can be more useful in other ways because you're adults and you understand, you know, hierarchy more, and you understand, you know, how to be useful in other ways. And there's many other things you can do. In juvie, that's not the case. So you're just getting it way off right. You know, also again, in an adult prison, you're not even gonna be doing something like, oh, give the boss your food. That's not, like, that's something more in juvie than it would be in actual prison. You know, if you're a bitch, if you don't have a group, then that's gonna be the case. But in juvie, doesn't matter. That's just gonna be the case regardless. And so it's so much more, you know, sad seeing all the infighting in juvie and stuff like that, and how it just further perpetuates, you know, this. If there's one rule in life, it's that putting someone in prison, putting someone behind bars will only make them worse. It is maybe 1% of the time made them better. But it is just a way for society to not have to look at them. They're calling this reformatory, but they're behind bars. There's no reforming happening if you're behind bars. You cannot reform somebody if they're behind bars. Impossible. If you know, any case of that if that happening would have happened regardless anywhere. That's just a person with extremely weak will. But yeah, mad respect to all these kids. I don't think I could do it. I truly, unironically, not hyperbole, think I would probably kill myself if I was in jail for a month. I would try and stick it out, but I don't think I could make it. And, you know, I just legitimately, I think my mental health would collapse to the point I would kill myself. And that's coming from someone who does not have suicidal thoughts. I can't imagine it. It seems like the worst torture on the planet. Torture, I would want to kill myself too, but I think I could go through torture more than I could go through being in prison for a month. It's just the worst kind of hell to possibly exist. But, can't wait to read it! Yay! Let's read a whole juvie arc. And one from Maximum Security Juvie as well. The Special Reformatory. Alright, I'll see you guys for that. Until then, well, first of all, let me know if you like this reaction. If you want to see more of this, give me comments. Because the only thing that's guaranteed to get more reactions from me is comments. Or just myself wanting to do it. But comments show me that there's interest. You know, likes are nice, views are nice, but comments tell me, okay, you know, YouTube has such a bot problem, it's hard to know. But comments tell me, okay, that's a real person that wants to see more of these reactions. And, you know, Why do I do these reactions? Because I want discussion. So please, leave me some comments. Let me know about your feelings about, this first arc and stuff like that. What you're excited for me to get to and whatnot. Let me know. Very curious. The more comments, the more likely I'm to continue. So, see you guys for the next one. Till then, get the fuck out of here.